So close. Good morning. How you doing today? Welcome to Stock Markets with Bruce here from Creston, British Columbia. It's your Uncle Bruce here. Good morning to all of you. Today's date, June the 29th, 2021. June 29th. We're almost at the end of June. Unbelievable. Christmas is in 6 months. Less than 6 months. Oh no. Oh, have you started your shopping yet? Oh my God, no, no, no. I know people like this. I'm not one of them. Welcome one, welcome all to the channel where we talk about the stock market in plain English. It's just that simple. I just try to explain to you what the heck is going on in the marketplace out there and keep it really easy without complicating it too much, if that's possible, because it is a complicated world in which we live. But we've got all kinds of stuff going on here, lots happening, and we'll try to cover as much as we can, as best we can for you, so that we stay on top of what you need to know. The Dow is up 100 points at the moment in the pre-market with an hour to go. It's been positive pretty well all morning. Last night, the big banks in the U.S. Came out with info last night. I thought I heard myself. They came out with info last night about how they were going to increase their dividends to their shareholders dramatically. In some cases, they're going to do enhanced stock buybacks because the Federal Reserve and the banking committees and all these agencies that are monitoring their financial health are easing the level of dollar reserves they have to keep around. In other words, they're allowed to now play with more of their own money, their equity. They're allowed to lend more. They're allowed to do more business. They're allowed to reward their shareholders more, rather than keeping monies in reserve in case of a recession or a massive massive disruption in the economy. And of course, the COVID breakout, excuse me, the pandemic was a massive destruction. The banks have survived that. They've had enough reserves for bad loans, and now agencies are going, okay, you can loosen up. We'll loosen up the chains on you guys a little bit and let you kind of get back to a more normal environment. That's telling me what we have happening going forward now is a much higher stock market. This is the bottom line that you have to know. As investors, the market is going to now go even higher. And it's not because the market is overinflated and it's a big bubble that's going to get worse or anything like that. The market is going to go higher because companies that are part of the market are going to become more profitable. Why are they going to become more profitable? Because more capital will be available at even more interesting rates, even more attractive rates to do business with. Michael, thank you for joining me as a new member. Love having you, buddy. I'm glad you're here. There are there are companies like, for example, this morning, United Airlines, saying we're going to pick up 270 more airplanes. The approximate value of the planes at retail prices are 30 to 35 billion. No airplane ever pays retail. They pay about 40% off of that. Where airlines pay the money for the airplanes, where it really makes sense for them to buy an airplane is on the financing, because no airline has the money to buy an airplane. They're a cash flow business. They have money coming in from passengers. They're spending money out to get you to where you got to go. And part of the money that they're spending is the cost of aircraft and financing. With the big banks last night now being allowed to loosen up their loan reserve, potential loan loss reserves, they now can get more aggressive and creative with respect to helping to finance business. Now, airlines lease airplanes. They buy them from the manufacturer like Boeing. But Boeing doesn't just build planes. Boeing is extremely adept at moving aircraft. They help airlines get financing. And they will, to make it really simple, Boeing will basically build you a plane, help you finance it, guarantee you the loan practically, because if you can't handle the financing, they will find another buyer for your aircraft. They will take it back and there'll be penalties that you'll pay and all that kind of stuff. But they will ultimately take the plane back, refurbish the plane, put the new paint scheme on it, change the interior, and then lease it to somebody else. This can be done. It's always being done. Boeing is a master, as is Airbus. They are masters at finding ways to accommodate airlines, to get them the new planes, to keep them up in the air, to service them, to maintenance them, to finance them, and to work a deal on your old stuff, the old planes you have. They'll find a market for your own planes, old planes, where they get you into the new planes. And even if you need to readjust your numbers going forward, you can always adjust how many planes you take in and when you take them in. And you can also turn back planes under lease expiry programs and all the jungle stuff, all the jumbling. The bankers in Wall Street are more than happy to accommodate Boeing, the airlines, and anyone else, including leasing companies that are like intermediaries between the bankers and Boeing and the airlines. And it's a very complicated, very sophisticated, and highly lucrative business to be in. It allows airlines to fly the newest, latest, greatest, most efficient aircraft, hopefully giving the passengers the best experience possible, not always, and making money too, because airlines love flying airplanes that need very little maintenance, or need maintenance even like an engine can go many hours longer before it needs an overhaul, that kind of thing. Airlines love planes like that. These are high generating net money makers for airlines, and airlines operate on razor thin margins. They don't have 50% profit margins like Apple does. They don't have huge net profits. They have very slight profits, but they bring in tons of dollars in the front door. And so when everyone is paid off, including all the FAA fees and all the taxes and all the airport landing costs and the employees and insurance and on and on and on and on, taxes and everything else, there's a little bit left over for the shareholders. But because airlines can ramp up to their entire fleet size in pretty short order, they can be up and running again in no time and handle 2 million, 2.5 million people a day through US airports and get back into business. And if they end up making $8 to $10 a flight per person, or $5 a flight, or $3 a flight, I mean, literally, they fly you for an hour and a half to someplace and they make $5 net profit on your butt. When it's all said and done, that's it. That is how these guys survive. It is truly stunning how little money they make on a per person basis. They are in the volume business. And this is why passengers hate it when it's back to normal. When it's back to normal, passengers are not generally very happy because you're treated like cattle. You're just the stampeding herd. There's long lineups at security. There's delays at the gate. There's sometimes mechanical issues that come up because planes are worked to death. Staffs are worked to the ground. It's a very unglamorous business now, not like it used to be in the old days. And forget the brochures you see about how lovely it is to travel. There are certain things about air traffic that aren't so great. Now, hey, those of you traveling business class and first class, it's all good. Those of you traveling premium economy, it's okay. Those of you traveling economy and you're traveling once every couple of years, hey, it's an experience, great. Those of you who are forced to travel often for work and what have you, you're the ones who are the gripers, and you have reason to gripe because you realize just how crappy it is. But it is business, and business is getting done, and the banks are back in it, and that will cause airlines to grow. All the spin-off companies around the airlines will also be flowing cash big time. So that's going right down to the hotels, to resorts, car rental firms, theme parks, attractions at whatever city you are going to, restaurants all around the city where you're going to. This is good for business as a whole, and the bankers are more than happy to be part of it. They help to fund everybody and everything, and now they have more capital to do the funding with. So this is a positive thing for the economy as a whole, the banking sector as a whole. It gets regulations further out of that system, and it's a sign that the regulators out there are breathing a sigh of relief, going, oh, okay, we're through the worst of this economic pandemic problem. And we're not going to have a 2008 all over again. We're not going to have a financial crisis on our hands with the frozen credit and everything else. The ATMs will have lots of cash for people to withdraw money or let you use your credit card all you want, and away we go. So this is good for everything, all right? The infrastructure program, that is the secret weapon here. You have to, if you're an American, you have to hope and pray that your politicians, whoever they are, whoever represent you, are not the cause of the screw up of the infrastructure program. You've got to pray that your guys are going to get this thing done, get this thing through, because the infrastructure program will ensure that the U.S. economy will continue to grow for probably the next 5 years. This is an insurance ticket of the highest magnitude, and it's a massive amount of capital that is sitting in Washington just waiting to go. And it is a reallocation of funding, but it is funding towards infrastructure that generates jobs, up front to fix the infrastructure, but that's not the payoff. The payoff is functional infrastructure, a more efficient distribution network of people and goods. This is what it makes economies incredibly proficient in making money. It's when glitches in the systems cause screw-ups, time delays, delivery issues, stuff like computer chips not arriving at Ford on time, so a whole bunch of F-150s that are pre-sold can't leave the factory. These are problems that have to be resolved. Infrastructure, in every format you can imagine, it has to run at peak efficiency. I'm not saying that a pothole repaired in Missouri will get computer chips to Ford in Dearborn, Michigan. Not saying that, but it's all part of a gigantic system of the economy as a whole. And every bit of infrastructure has to be improved along the line to make it all work better. And it makes America stronger, more efficient, and it makes them much more profitable. Markets love efficiencies, and if a company can generate just as much money as last year, or 10% more money as last year, net profit, after it's all said and done, and they didn't have to hire any more people, or they didn't have any more expenses to run into, other than just the cost of manufacturing, that's a good thing, because all of a sudden admin and sales costs are lower versus the sales percentage that is coming in, the number coming in gross. You're making your company more efficient, and investors love investing in companies that are more efficient. Stocks go much higher in companies that run very efficient operations. And so the markets are very eager and hopeful that this infrastructure deal will get done, will pass through. The second part of this infrastructure thing, all the family stuff, that's secondary. That can be afforded. That can be paid for with a more efficient U.S. economy, actually, because the amount of taxes generated by a more efficient operating economy is unbelievable, and you don't feel the sting because the entire system is running at a higher level, and the taxation levels are the same. It's just that there's more taxation dollars coming in because there's more dollars flowing around. So I like the idea of the government getting more money from its citizens without having to raise its taxes. It's just generated more revenue on the whole, which has generated more dollars to the government. That to me is the win. And don't forget, you are the government. People keep forgetting that that's somebody else. No, it's you. You're actually the people. It's the people that are the ones who are collecting this tax money. It's just that your representatives are spending it, and you're responsible for putting those people in place, not me. You figure that one out. All right. Welcome one, welcome all to this morning's show. This morning's market, I'm looking at a Dow positive. I'm looking at S&P basically flat, and I'm looking at NASDAQ down about 26 points. Oil at 73.28, up 37 cents a barrel. It doesn't seem to be going anywhere at the moment. I have got a couple of our stocks doing nicely in the pre-market. I'm happy to report. I'm noticing that our shares of SOFI right now are indicating a 2024 market right now in the pre-market, and that is a gain of about 98 cents from last night's close of 19.26. Yesterday, during midday, we reached the low price of the day, which was $17.65. And at 2023, we're approaching 270 higher than that, which is a significant percentage more, a good 15% up already from the low of yesterday. To be fair, the stock didn't stay at 1765 very long. It got there and left there pretty quickly, but it did spend a lot of time yesterday in the 18 to 1850 neighborhood. And this is a $2 bump from that neighborhood for sure. And the stock is traded over 1.7 million shares in the pre-market, which is an excellent indicator to me, and a huge indicator that this stock is being talked about on the internet, on Reddit, on Wall Street Bets. It's becoming kind of a meme topic stock. This is exactly what you want to know. You want to hear this. You want this to happen. This is good stuff. If this stock becomes a meme followed issue, this stock can trade 40 to 60 million shares every day and can do quite nicely. Remember, 2022 sounds a lot better than 1765, but it is still down $3 from where it was a week and a half ago. So these shares have another $3-4 to go to get back to where they were, and to really go up. The 2022 is not going up; it's just coming back to where it was going, where it came from. It really is a $28 to $32 range is where the stock really is going to be headed. Today or tomorrow, I doubt, but in the near future is very possible. We'll see just the daily volumes now going forward. How will they translate? How will it come? The movement of the stock will bring in more players. There are a lot of people out there looking for the next hot stock. They ran AMC for a few weeks, got 500 million shares a day trading on AMC. They were all over it. They helped to kind of rescue the company from the bad guys for now. GameStop, of course, has its incredible following, obviously, and now SoFi is attracting interest. The thing to remember about SoFi is funny how these things work. The stock at $20 a share is only trading at about 40% of the price that AMC is trading at. AMC is about 50 something, $57 a share. It's only trading at about 1/11th of the price of a GameStop share. So if you buy one GameStop share or 11 of these, who has more leverage? SoFi. If you have $1,000 to invest in the market, you can buy 50 SoFi shares, whereas you can only buy 4 or 5 GameStop shares. You can buy maybe 4 or 5 AMC shares, something like that. So the leverage on SoFi is much higher. This means we are seeing, I'm witnessing, and I'm sensing a huge number of small retail investors, the desperados, those who had 20 grand once, blew it down to 10, blew it to 5, and they're now sitting on between $2,000 and $5,000, and they've been waiting for AMC to take them back to 20 grand, and it hasn't happened. Maybe they missed the boat, they bought in late, they flipped it a couple of times, they've made a few dollars, maybe they've gone from 2,000 to 5,000, they're trying to get back to 20. There's a lot of desperados out there who have had their brains handed to them, day trading and trying to outguess the pros. And here's the next one, SoFi. Now, the options market, even more juicy. You can buy options on SoFi between $1 to $5 a piece easily. There's tons of them in that range. Just there's more. They're more expensive. Some more at $1. But for leverage, if you have $1,000, you can buy 50 shares of SoFi about, or you can probably buy between maybe 2 and 5 easily, 2 and 5 contracts of SoFi in the options market, depending on which one you get, how short term you go, how long term you go, what exercise price. You guys who are watching me regularly, you know what I'm talking about. So for $1,000, you can leverage perhaps up to 500 shares of SoFi with a reasonably priced contract. That's 500 shares of leverage versus 50, 10 to 1 for $1,000. So the desperados out there who are sitting on $1,500, they've taken cash advances on their credit cards for one more stab at greatness. There are people out there who are risking everything to try to find a hot running stock. That's what they're looking for. They want the payoff. They want the lottery win. And they're asking themselves, this SoFi, is this one to buy? Because after all, it is an online bank. It's not like it's a company that's drilling an oil well in the middle of Colorado, and if it comes in, it's a payoff, and if it's a dry hole, we lose everything. It's not like a drug stock that has one drug, one patent, and if this thing doesn't cure whatever it's supposed to cure, the stock drops 80% in 1 hour. This is a company that's not going to do that. This stock isn't going to drop 80% in 1 hour because they're not into one thing that has to work. This company's got a whole bunch of stuff going on all over the place, and more people are figuring out these guys are really out there with regards to what they're into. I mean, these guys are into credit cards, stock trading services, student loans. They're into mortgages. They're into personal loans. They're into all kinds of banking, and they're on the way to getting a bank charter license. They're on the way for that. There's no downside here to any degree. It's just a question of trading ranges, except something else is going on. If it is true that this stock is being talked about on Wall Street Bets, Reddit, the whole online community, and there are 20 to 30 million people talking about this stock, or at least engaged in the talking about this stock, they're reading, they're watching, sitting on the sidelines. There's a lot of investors out there who are sitting there going, I might want to pick this stuff up because it was as high as 24.90 just a little while ago after this merger was done. And prior to the merger, it was as high as 28.26 on the hype of this merger. And then there are the analysts out there who are saying, one analyst is saying it's a $25 stock, another one's saying it's a $30 stock and putting buy recommendations on the stock. And there are others who are writing up about the fact that the company's value is really closer to $30 a share as it is now. They're thinking, well, why don't I bet the farm here? I've got $1,500. Why don't I buy 5 or 6 contracts, get 500 or 600 shares of leverage, get me 2 or 3 or 4 months of time, and see what happens. Now, there are gamblers out there who do it all. There are gamblers who are really aggressive. They'll buy contracts that only have 3 weeks to live. There are others who will buy contracts with 2 or 3 months to live. There are others who will buy January calls or later, who are the wise investors when it comes to options, looking to give the stock time and let this develop. What we have noticed, obviously, in the last 4 days is a stock going from the 23s, well, 2 weeks ago, 23 range, 24 range, down to 1765, now back to 20. There is movement here. And this is what option traders love, and this is what gamblers love. They want movement and action. And the question I have is, with 1.7 million traded in the pre-market already today, could we have another 50 to 60 million share day today on the open market? And if this stock does go to 21, 22 today, could that actually bring in 80 million shares of action today? Could we actually see 80 million trade rather than 50 that we had yesterday? Would that set up the table for another real run again tomorrow? Here's my answer. But the evidence is there, the potential is there, and the pre-market activity up 95 cents is obvious. There's something there. Now, having said all of that, if these shares are between $18.50 today for a low and $22.50 for a high, do not be surprised. This could happen. It could happen. The shares might open in this 1950 to 2050 neighborhood and jump around and then take a shot down for no reason whatsoever, which is where you wise folks come in, the dippers that I call you. You dippers come in and scoop this stuff up and then jump the other direction, come back to break even, and then take a run. Or this stock could have a one-way ticket today. It's an escalator ride where you're just getting on at the 20th floor and you're going to the 22nd floor. It is entirely possible that we have anything from 1850 to 2250 today with no rhyme or reason to it other than very heavy speculation, guessing, gambling, and a combination of short-term day traders, weekly traders, option flippers, and the long-termers, which many of you are that watch me regularly. You guys are just picking off this stuff cheap, and you're listening to me knowing, yep, 30 is the target. We're looking at $30. And at 30, all kinds of stuff starts happening to you guys as we begin the process of moving out of contracts into writing contracts and so on and so on. We start evolving and shifting out. But right now at 2020, what can I tell you? The stock is back a bit, but it has not recovered fully the losses it suffered in the last week and a half. Don't forget, there were probably a bunch of shorters attacking this stock in the last week and a half, and they're still out there, and they're probably still short. So there could be a bunch of funds who are lining up a lot of millions of dollars to attack this stock to try to break the back of the momentum of this thing. But I have a suspicion that if there are truly 20 million plus people following this stock now through social media postings, It's too late. The shorters have made a fatal error in that they're shorting a stock that is becoming a meme stock, and they don't have the ammo to stop the army of ants that are going to just overwhelm this thing. And you saw it with AMC. 500 million shares a day trade for a solid week. 2.5 billion shares of AMC traded over 7 days, 5 days, going from 12 to 76 bucks a share. And that company had 500 and something million shares outstanding with unbelievable turnover. I don't think 500 million shares are available to trade on this stock. Whatever you read and whatever you're hearing about with regard to how many free trading shares there really are in this company, I got to tell you, I don't know if 100 million will even trade on this stock, because all the rest of that stock, they're not sellers. They're not interested. Those who have it, who could sell it, they're not going to sell it. And I'm talking about vice presidents and senior managers, people who are making really good money working for this company. They're sitting back going, are you kidding me? I'm not dumping this at 20 bucks a share. Are you out of your mind? We know what's going to happen here. We're on track for a $200 stock. We're not going to give it up 1/10 that. Forget about it. You go up $2 a share, I couldn't care less. I'm not losing my day job, and I'm not selling the stock at all. It's just not available. So you get this kind of volume coming into this market. If this thing ramps up to 100 million shares a day of volume, and then 120 million and 150 million over the next 2 or 3 weeks, as this ramps up, because I think we're only in the beginning innings right now, there is no way this stock is at anywhere near this neighborhood. There is not enough paper available to turn over to keep it at 20. It'll get to 30, and it might go to 40. So hang on to your hats. Get ready for a fun day. Again, as we watch the markets, I got to say, we're not just all about GameStop here. We're watching a few other stocks, and some of the SPACs we're following are taking care of business for us, and I'm kind of excited about it. I'm looking at GameStop this morning. I noticed it's a 215.51. It's up about 226 a share. Okay, 27,000 traded so far. Certainly not getting attacked in the pre-market by any seller. There's nothing for sale there. Will GameStop do a coin-based Ethereum dividend? That's the question. Is something like that being cooked up? And oh my, what would that make to the happen to the stock? Oh my gosh, we don't know. Stand by for that. In the meantime, 23andMe, hello, another SPAC we like, former SPAC, 1206 in the pre-market. It's been trading as high as 1210, 1208. Only 8,600 shares traded, but it's up again in the pre-market. So that's looking a little better, inching up, not breaking any speed records, anything like that, but certainly not being not running into a wall of selling anywhere. ATI Physical Therapy, virtually no trading in the aftermarket. There was there was like a 700 share trade last night that went through, and it popped to $9.10 or something like that. It was an anomaly trade, a one-off. I don't even know if it was real. It's $8.95. It's a bargain. It's a buy. It's a kind of stock you buy and put away, and you thank me later. You have to tolerate some of these stocks that are just not going to go up the minute you want them to. And this one is in that field, but something tells me they're up to something. They're not talking for a reason, and I just get the impression they're in deep discussions about something. And it's something good. It's not something bad. So that's all I can guess. That's just my gut telling me that. Gores, 1449. This is the Matterport deal. July the 20th is the shareholder date to vote. People are now receiving their proxies. They're getting them in emails, and they're getting them in the mailbox. So the company's asking you to vote for the merger. Many of you have already voted instantaneously the minute you got your material. The rest of you will take care of it through mail, however you want. And this deal will go through July the 20th. That will be the official shift day. And then I would think a couple of days after that, the stock will start to trade as Matterport. So do I expect the stock to do anything between now and July 20th? I really don't. I think between 14 and 16 is the neighborhood. But I've been wrong before, haven't I? And it could go to 20 on anticipation of greatness. It could sit at 14, 13 and a half to 15 and just wait this thing out. All I'm saying is the longer it sits down here, well, let's put it this way. It's doing exactly now what SOFI was doing. SOFI at this time, before it had its meeting, before IPOE had its conversion into SOFI. The stock did the same dang thing. It kind of went a little bit and it sat around, and people were getting antsy and impatient. And I'm yelling at you politely, buy this stuff, get these options, load up, get your positions, hurry the heck, hurry, because July 20th is only so many trading days away, including only 4 trading days next week. We're closed on Monday. So there's only 4 trading days next week, and then there's 5 and 5. So we're down to like 15, 18 trading days. That's it under Gores, and Gores will be gone forever. Now say hello to Matterport, and Matterport is on fire. That company is on fire. This stock is gonna go, and you're happy with SoFi at $24 a share when it reached that. I think you're gonna be happy with Gores too. Gores can do a lot of good things. We'll keep you posted on how high I think it'll go, but it's not going to be at 14 very long. Just my opinion. VACQ, Vector Acquisition Corp. Vector is now at $11 a share on the pre-market, up a nickel. 8,800 shares traded. There's nothing for sale really. Rocket Lab is taking over Vector, and the satellite launching business is a very hot, active business. All kinds of satellite orders are waiting for Rocket Lab to execute launches. And so this deal is going to be great. The minute that this deal is done, Rocket Lab will, of course, continue to do what they do. They've come into a bunch of cash because of this deal. They have the capital necessary to launch satellites. They get paid nicely to launch satellites. They will be, quickly cash flowing dramatically and profiting very shortly. And I think the market, there's a lot of anticipation by the stock market as to how successful these guys can ultimately be. And to me, the stock at $30 a share will not be much of an issue. It just isn't going to be a big deal. But it's a big deal if you buy it at 11. So there you go. Get yourself in there and enjoy the ride. Literally, what a ride. Literally. AMC in the pre-market, $59.25, inching up again, up $1.14. It's trying to get back to the 60 level like it tried last week. We'll watch for that. Very interesting. Hollywood, movies are coming back bit by bit. Movies are opening again, and we're getting ready to, get going again on the movie theater front. So there's a lot of anticipation on what these guys can do. We'll see what happens. Other stocks we are following. Let's see what we can track here. Still looking at by the way, a gain of 91 on the Dow. And S&P is flat, and NASDAQ down 28 points. Okay, let's see. NAVSite, NSH, up to 10.08, up 11 cents on 250 volume in the pre-market. We can't take this very seriously. There's just no volume to really hang our teeth on here, really get excited about. But this is, of course, the company that will be Spire. They are going to be the space data collection company. And they're being targeted as there are estimates that the stock could go to 22 a share upon merger. So that is already being discussed. The stock is an absolute steal at 10.08 or 10 or whatever you can get this at. But you've got to be patient. We haven't got the exact word yet on the shareholder meeting, but I expect to hear about this at any time. Let's see, who else we got? Over at the Starboard Value Acquisition Fund, we're at 10.09, up 2 cents, another SPAC we like. They're being taken over by Cyxtra, Cyxtera. Cyxtra is going to take them over. That is a data farm, a whole bunch of servers, a server data farm, 61 data farms. They have 61 separate data farms all over the place, making money already. Becoming nicely funded with this deal, and something tells me they will be expanding dramatically very quickly. There will be no dilly-dallying about being happy with what they have. I think they're going to be looking to expand quite dramatically, and I think you can do well with it. Fifth Wall Acquisition, FWAA, the latest SPAC that I added to my list of SPAC favorites. $12.40 a share, up a dime right now in the pre-market. They're going to be taken over by a company called SmartRent. SmartRent is the kind of a company that you will all get to know in the next 5 years. This is a kind of company that the services that they offer we're all going to want it. It's kind of like an Alexa. It's kind of like thinking about having an Alexa in the palm of your hand for your house. You'll be able to tell your house what to do even when you're not there. And you'll also program your house to do what you want it to do all the time. In effect, there will be days where you will want your curtains opened in the morning to allow sunshine in because it was cool last night. There are days where you want the curtains closed during the day because during the day it ramps up to 90 degrees and you don't want the house to get too hot. You want to use heat with your heater for only a certain point in time, and you want air conditioning only for a certain point in time, and then the rest you want the house maintained at a temperature, a certain temperature when you're not there. This system will monitor all of that for you, including humidity levels if you have a system that can handle humidity. It'll also open and close your curtains automatically if you set them up that way. It will also detect for water leaks and will shut down water systems to prevent catastrophic water damage if you go away on a break, a holiday, you go get out of town for a few days. It's like having a 24/7 monitor of your systems in your home all the time, talking to you on your cell phone all the time. You also will have cameras inside the house. You'll be able to monitor everything in your home. You also can monitor packages arriving, for example. If a package arrives from the UPS guy or the Amazon guy, you will be able to let them in if you want to. If you've got a lobby, you've got cameras everywhere, you can tell the UPS person or you can tell the Amazon person, I'm going to unlock the door for you. Just leave the package inside the door and close the door. By the way, you're on camera. And so they open the door, they put the package in, 2 feet into your house, they close the door, they hear it lock behind them, and then you say, thank you very much for your delivery. And there are no packages outside your front door while you're not there. Even if you're at work or you're grocery shopping or what have you. We're talking about a sophisticated system here where you can grant access to the front gate of your yard electronically. Then they're allowed to get to the front door. They're allowed either in the door or not. They might be, you might have friends coming over to visit you, relatives coming over to visit you, and you have an underground garage with guest parking. You can control the parking feature access for your guests as they arrive. As they're talking to you on the phone, you tell them, okay, I'm opening the door for you. Come on into the lower parkade. Look for the fourth spot on the right. Should be number 106. That is a guest parking area. You can park there. And you can watch them on camera as they do it. All kinds of sophisticated stuff. Access for example, landlords who run rental units. They can grant access to someone like yourself. You want to rent one of these apartments, for example, or townhomes. You can do an individual yourself viewing of the townhome. The landlord will grant you access remotely and watch you on camera while you're doing it. And you can ask questions to the individual if you want, or through your phone you can ask, what about this? What about that? Landlord say, oh, check out the fridge. I want you to check out the kitchen. We got this, we have that, we have those features. Just so you know, you also have a carburetor, or you have this, you have that. And then, behind you is the blah, blah, blah. And then I see. And you're being given a tour by either a realtor, a landlord, an agent, all virtual reality on your own inside the home. And when you leave, the door locks behind you. It's an endless possibility of automation and sophistication. And this company, Fifth Wall Acquisition, is being taken over by these guys. And something tells me that this is going to be extremely profitable company, because the efficiency, apparently, you only charge a monthly fee. You pay a monthly fee for the service, and apparently you save way more money just on the efficiency of your air conditioning and heating systems by using this than if you don't have it. Because you literally have to run to the house and move your temperature thing, and then close the curtains or open the curtains and change your temperature. You can't do this. You can't go back from work back and forth all day long to change all the settings in your house. This will be programmed automatically. This is all pre-programmed, and it is timed to sunrise and sunset times, just so you know. And yet you can override it. So if there's a big storm coming and you happen to have shutters on the outside of your house, you can automatically bring them down especially those of you who are in areas where you run into tornadoes or nasty weather. You can literally run the shutters down on the house automatically from your phone remotely without running to the house and doing it manually. There's just never-ending possibilities with smart rent. Anyway, that's coming up. We'll be talking about that a lot more later, and that's an exciting sounding deal. It's $12.40 a share. That's the all-time high now. It's never been here before. It's a SPAC. It came out at $10. The low is $9.78. The all-time high $12.40. That's where it is right now. It has been inching higher and higher and higher by a nickel a dime a day. It just relentlessly just gets better and better and better as more people are figuring out, holy moly, this smart rent thing, this is incredible. Yeah, it is. It is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. 10 years ago, we couldn't have imagined it, but now we're beginning to really imagine the future here for this one. All right, there you have it. Welcome to the show and welcome to the channel today. We have 20 minutes to go before we open. We're at 2041 on SOFI, up $1.15 on 2.1 million volume in the pre-market. We had millions trade last night in the post-market and 56 million trade during the day yesterday. The stock is very active and is being talked about a lot on the social media circuit right now. So that really has got me excited. I like what I see. I like what I'm noticing here. All right, welcome one, welcome all to the show. Thanks for joining me today from around the world. It's a hot one here today, here in Creston. We were supposed to hit 108 today here in Creston. That was the forecast high as of last night. We are watching to see if it comes true. Right now we're at 72 degrees in Creston, British Columbia. At 11 in the morning, we're supposed to be at 91. At 2 in the afternoon, 3 in the afternoon, we're supposed to top out. They're now saying 106-ish. Great, 2 degrees cooler. We did hit 100 yesterday, and we're supposed to hit 106 tomorrow, 102 on Thursday, 102 on Friday, 99 on Saturday, 91 next Thursday. We're cooling off to 91 next Thursday if things hold and we don't have a cloud in the sky. So we have severe heat warnings being issued by Environment Canada, and health authorities everywhere are begging people my age and older, don't leave the house, stay indoors, stay cool, stay hydrated. And if you're a YouTube creator, spend time with your peeps. You're safer talking to them on camera than going out for a walk. And so here I am. I'm adhering to the recommendations of the health authorities to stay safe. And I thank you for joining me this morning with 377 thumbs ups already this morning. Thank you so much for throwing the love around. Hit me up with those thumbs ups if you don't mind. They're free to hand out. They don't cost you anything. The more we can get going on this channel, the more YouTube will send viewers our way, because they'll be sensing in their artificial intelligence computers what's happening with this little old channel from Canada. Well, what is this? What's this guy doing? Why do these viewers react to this guy? What's he making him money? Well, yeah, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make money here. So let's get more people in here who want to make money and build this channel's momentum. If we could get 100,000 people watching this show at the same time, right now we have 1,200 of you here. If we could build this to 100,000 people watching at the same time, and I say to all 100,000 of you, I think it would be a really good idea if you buy this stock right now. That could have an impact. But we can always hope and dream. Anyway, one step at a time. We're up to 469 thumbs ups right now. They're coming in like hot and heavy. Thank you, everybody. We're going to be at 500 here in just a minute. Appreciate this. Let's go for 1,000 thumbs ups if that's possible, and tell YouTube to send people our way. That would be terrific. 2034 on SOFI, up $1.08 on the pre-market. 2.17 million traded right now. Very interesting volume. I like it, and I'm happy to see it. I don't see any announcements from the company this morning. Nothing official has been released. So it is doing this all by itself. AMC is attempting to get to $60. It's at $59.17. It's very close. It's traded 2.2 million this morning, so AMC's got a bit of a following going there. Folks over at Apple right now are sitting at 134.63, down 16 cents. Not too much going over there. I'm reading more and more about this Delta variant on the virus. We're now hearing about lockdowns across Asia and Australia. We're hearing about lockdowns in the UK already. We're watching this closely to see just how nasty this thing's going to be and how prevalent. Hopefully, those of you out there who are vaccinated, you've got your first shot, you're getting your second, and those of you who haven't got one at all, you're reconsidering to get it ASAP. I just read some stats just 2 days ago that 99.5% now of all people who are dying from COVID do not have a vaccine shot, were unvaccinated. And only 0.5% of people who passed away have been vaccinated. So there's some anecdotal evidence, perhaps, that it might be a good thing. Just saying. I'd rather you're alive than not. I guess that's my thinking. Gore is at 1450 on 2,700 shares so far this morning. Very, very quiet. We're hearing that homes across the U.S. cities are 14.6% costlier in April than the year before, according to the Case-Shiller survey. 14.6 average price increase per home across America from April last year to this year. I know that there are certain areas in the U.S. that's much higher than that. Some of you live in those areas, you know, and you've been telling me just how unbelievably hot the real estate market is where you live. 23andMe at 1206, up 14 cents in the pre-market of 10,000 shares so far. Love to see the fact that the stock is up that much, 14 cents, with only 10,000 shares traded. That's a very good indication of just how thin this stock is right now and how it's moving. That's a good sign. GameStop 215.10, up $1.85 on 36,000 shares. Kind of quiet so far. No news at this point that I can see. Although I do see a headline here. It says, or it's an article says something like, "Why Kramer thinks companies should not aspire to meme stock status." So you shouldn't try to get to that level. And I'm sure he has a good reason for it. But to me, I look at it as more of an awareness thing. Like I said, with SoFi, I would be delighted if SoFi became a meme stock. In other words, it was being followed by at least 20 to 30 million meme followers. Perhaps that could get the stock exposed to 250 million investors in total. That kind of awareness on a stock of SoFi with so few shares actually available to acquire. Because again, I just believe there's a small float actually that's really available to trade. The rest of the float is just not available. It could have a profound impact on the pricing of this stock. I think for now, I'd be quite delighted to have a meme designation on SoFi. And if it took the stock to the $30, $40 range, I'd be quite delighted. I think all of my viewers would be more than quite delighted with something like that, especially those of you who are holding option contracts on SoFi. If you're sitting on a $15, $17.50, $20, $22.50, $25 contracts that are going out till next year, January, your stock is trading between $30 and $40 a share, I suspect that every single one of you will be up money. And some of you will be up substantial amounts of money. Those of you, especially who are holding 10 or more calls, some of you holding closer to 100 calls each, you're going to be really grinning from ear to ear on this one. And I just wouldn't put it past the stock to be able to do this. That kind of volume of people, that kind of number, 250 million people start following SoFi very closely. They hear and they realize what this company is doing and how quickly they are growing their customer base. They're going to go, hey, I'm going to buy this for a couple of years. I'm not buying this for a flip. I'll buy my 100 shares, 500 shares. I'll put them away. Now, this thing's going to a couple $100 a share. I'm happy getting it at 20, 22, 24, 26, 28. I'm happy. It's going to 200 or 300. I'll pay 30, 35 for it. Why not? That is kind of the mentality I'm looking for. That's the attitude, the whole genre that I'm looking for to kick in to SoFi. But that's a little further down the road than quote today. We're at 2037 right now, up $1.11 on 2.3 million volume so far. We are about, I think, 11 minutes away from opening. There you have it. Very good. Big banks boost dividends is the talk right now on CNBC, as it should be. And I'm very happy about this. This is very good news for the entire stock market. You have to want You really do. All of you out there, you have to want bank stocks to start getting hot. You really want that. You want the investment community to get the impression that bank stocks are on the move, are going to be on the move because the banks themselves are being unshackled by regulators to lend, 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 and deal, 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 and promote, promote, promote. This is what you are looking for. This is what you are wanting badly, and this unchains these massive trillion-dollar plus machines. I mean, even though they're valued at 200 billion, 100 billion dollars, they control trillions of dollars of investment dollars. You want this unleashed and rolling. And as an American taxpayer, you desperately want the banks in business. You really, really do. You want them to get the economy heated up because that brings in a whole bunch of tax money from increased economic activity, which takes deficits down dramatically. And it just makes it a better thing. A growing economy is a kind of economy that can afford spending. A shrinking economy is a kind of an economy that restricts additional investment into infrastructure and into business. An expanding business environment is a good thing. Again, these are just my opinions. I'm just a guy in a living room in Creston, British Columbia saying, hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. I hope you're having a great day today. I got my green t-shirt on to help stocks go up, up, up. And we're hoping for a nice day today. 2041 is the SOFI stock quote right now, up 115, 116 or so. 2.4 million traded so far. We'll see how it wants to trade in the market, which is now 8.5 to 9 minutes away from this moment in time. And we are liking what we are seeing in the pre-market very, very much. Thank you, all of you, for joining me today from around the world, becoming members of this channel. Thank you for those of you who are subscribing to this channel. I appreciate that very much. Make sure when you subscribe, or if you've already subscribed, to hit that little bell notification icon, a little bell thingy. Hit that, and you will be certainly updated every time I go live, every time I upload a video. If you're a member of this channel, it gets even better, because as a member of this channel, you get alerts directly from me to you through the membership link that YouTube established on any updates that you should be aware of with regards to these stocks. Any other stocks that I come up with that I like, I will add to my list of preferred stocks. You will get advance warning of that as a member of this channel. I'm about to launch classes to assist many of you in the world of finance. I'm going to be launching classes on how to trade stocks, how to trade options, how to write options, all kinds of classes. I'm looking to put together a collection of at least 20 classes through the summer to get things started with. I'm launching a website for this channel, Stock Markets with Bruce. That will be up and running shortly. We're now in the beta testing phase. Once that is up and running, we can then begin to launch classes. We will have live audience participation in these classes, very small groups allowed at a time. And then we will edit each class and post them on the website. And you can watch these classes at your leisure, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, anytime you want, as many times as you want, once we have them up and running. There will be a fee associated with each service, but that has yet to be finalized. We'll let you know when we're ready. As a member, you will get advance notice of the live class schedule, and you will be given an advanced window to make a reservation to become a participant in the class. If you want to be one of the live students in the class, be limited to a very small number per class. I can tell you for sure, and I'm not bragging, I'm just telling you a fact, that there will be very few slots open, and there are many more people who want in. And so most of you won't get in. I'm telling you up front. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm not trying to make you mad. It's a reality. I cannot run a class, a live class, with 500 students. It's just not going to go. There has to be a small number to make it work. But you will get the advance notice of the first series of classes, which will allow you to give you a link to go into the reservation system and try to lock yourself a slot. And we'll be doing that periodically. We'll release a schedule for so many classes at a time. We'll do another one and another one and another. and then you can get ready to click away if you'd like to become a participant. Other than that, if you miss out on the live class, worry not, because within 12 to 24 hours of the live class being held, the actual class edited will now be online, and you can just purchase it there and watch it whenever you want. And hopefully it will do what I think it should be doing, make you money. You will sit there and go, oh my God, in 15 minutes, you're going to go, geez, I could be doing so much better than what I'm doing. I had no idea I could do all this stuff with my my assets and my money. And that's the point. The point of the classes is to help you make yourselves more money and understand how to do it and explain it in simple English. I don't want to wow you with terms that are just over your heads, because it's pointless. It's just pointless. I can try to impress you with fancy lingo. It'll just make you mad. I don't want to do that. I want to make you rich. I don't want to make you mad. I want to make you rich. So I'll come out with classes that will be easy to understand, easy to follow. Some of you sophisticates out there might go, I don't know if this is for me, but then you might watch a class and go, oh yeah, I see what he's doing. Okay, he's explaining sophisticated stuff, but in an easy kind of way. I got it. Okay, I see what he's doing. All right, I can go with this. You just got to cut me a break. Just cut me a break. If you like these presentations that we have here, you're going to love the classes. You're going to love. You're going to notice when you're watching the classes. Oh, this is kind of like watching him in real time, except that he doesn't get interrupted by anybody, and he can finish a point, and he can give us 5 things to look for, and he can just go through them all, and then he opens the floor to questions, and this is great, and it's all on this topic and without any distractions. There will be none of this. I will not be holding up Yoko Ono albums to threaten you with Yoko playing if you don't give me 1,000 thumbs ups. Although today I could use 1,000 thumbs ups. But on the classes, the Yoko will not be interrupting us as we get through it. The hope I have is that after you watch a few of these classes, you will realize, okay, now I get this guy. I get what he's doing. I now know why he's doing it this way. This makes so much sense. And when you watch me in real time, having watched some of those classes, and now you're watching me in real time, you're going, I know what he's saying. I know what he means. That's what I get it. And then when you're watching CNBC, you're going to go, oh, I know what you mean. That fancy term means this. Bruce said it this way. You're saying it the fancy way. Okay. Yeah, you're not fooling me anymore. I'm not the dummy anymore. Here we go. Okay, empowerment. Knowledge is power, and we're going to become much more powerful. Okay? I love it. Corey, thank you, Corey, for joining this channel. It means a lot to me. It really does. Every member that joins this channel is an endorsement of what we're doing, and we really appreciate it. It means the world to us. Thank you, all of you who are joining this channel from wherever you are. Oscar, man, thanks, buddy. Thank you for joining in. All of you females out there, ladies who are joining us, I have more female viewers coming in all the time. I do one-on-one sessions on weekends with people. I charge $400 an hour for a one-on-one session, 400 American bucks an hour. And I am meeting with more and more ladies and talking about their investment situations. And nothing makes me happier than to have someone tell me about 20 minutes in, oh, Bruce, am I ever glad I got you for an hour? I suspected it would be good, but this is even better. And those of you who are joining this channel, I thank you. All you gals out there, Jennifer, my Jennifer Aniston lookalike wife, she is so thrilled with the number of gals that are joining this channel. She's excited. We're pumped up, and we welcome you with open arms. Omar, thank you also for coming on in, becoming a member of this channel. Love it. Thank you, all of you, for joining this gang of crazies. We're having fun here. We like to keep it light. We don't make it too intense, and we don't make it too complicated if at all possible. So thank you all. Let's get ready to open here. We're about 2 minutes away, and we're just this close from making it happen. We're at $20.50 on SoFi. Up about $1.25, $1.27, $1.28, something like that. We're jumping around a little bit on 2.6 million pre-market, which is quite substantial. We're a minute away now from opening up. Getting excited about the opening. Let's see what happens as we start to trade on June the 29th, 2021. Welcome one and welcome all to the show. Welcome to the party, pal, as we're about to kick it off for another day. It's going to be fun. Looking fun. So worth it, says Jen. I've done 2 one-on-one sessions already. Jen and I, we cover a lot of ground. Jen and I, we're trying to change Jen's life, and we're getting there. It's happening. It's happening. Appreciate your insight. Thanks, Dave, so much. Thank you. And Omar, I've been learning from you several months now. Thank you. I thank you, Omar, for joining. It's wonderful that you're here. Let's get going. Let's make money. Give us an update on your teaching classes. You know it. As soon as I can, I will. We are very, very close. I'm almost getting nervous about how close we're getting, because now I have to do these classes. I have more work to do. But I can't wait to get going. I cannot wait. All right. Let's see. I predict this channel will grow like crazy when SOFI and ATIP blows up. Buy calls on stocks with Bruce. Well, we're going to have some fun, I think. I'm excited. Ding, ding, ding. The bells are going. There they are. We're rocking and rolling. The party has begun. SOFI is now trading. It's opened at $20.49 on the opening trade, up $1.23. Very nice opening on 3.1 million shares on New York. We traded 2.7 million on the pre-market, 3.1 million already on the opening on New York. There is some serious money coming into SOFI right now. That is reflective of just how many people are talking about this stock on the internet. It is global. It's not a local thing in the US only. It is a global story. 2085, 2090, up $1.64 on SOFI. 4.3 million traded. It's really rocking. GameStop, 213.86, up 62 cents on 114,000. ATIP is sitting at no trade, has not opened yet. We're quiet at the moment. AMC, 59.29, up $1.18. Gores at 14.35, down 8 cents on 11,000 shares. Quiet so far. 23andMe, don't have any registered trades yet. We're waiting for that to show. Let's keep an eye open on FWAA. No trades yet. Waiting for that. Who else have we got going? It's so early. We haven't got our quotes registering through yet. So give me another minute or two as everything lights up. We've got the Dow up 168 points, it would appear, to start the day. We're hoping that will hold. I'm expecting an update today because of the bank thing. The bank stocks should be doing well today. There should be no excuse for some of these bank stocks not to have a good day today. Like JP Morgan right now, surprised it's only up $1.84. I kind of wonder what more has to happen for people to like JP Morgan. Over at Goldman Sachs, it's up $8 a share to 376. And it's traded 187,000 shares. The stock is trading at 9.3 times earnings. 9.3 times. This is a bargain. Goldman Sachs is a cheap stock. But I just wonder, are people just gun shy about getting into them? I don't know. But anyway, that's what we have. It is what it is, and we'll see how the markets take it as we go forward. In the meantime, the Dow up 173. SOFI, 2026 right now as it's settling itself in here. 2007, 2010. Volume now on SOFI as it's approaching 1990 is 6.2 million. So we're getting through this first initial hello, and then let's sort of figure out where it's going. Like I said, 1850 to 2250 could be today's trading range on SOFI. It could be that wide. I'm just warning you. The 40 years experience watching a stock that was $17.65 yesterday morning at one point in time, and now as high as almost $21 this morning. There's a $4 swing here possible all day today. Who knows? 2009 right now, 2020 right now, coming on again as it is figuring itself out. There are the doubters and there are the believers. And I believe that the believers coming in are not flippers. They're long-term traders. And that is the secret sauce for SOFI to really go. The long-term players are coming in and they're buying their stock, and then they're doing this and going, it's not available now. I'm not selling it for a quick dime. You can't have it for 15 cents more. Get lost. Go to somebody else. And so the flippers and the day traders and the speculators are chasing fewer and fewer shares, and it's getting hotter and hotter, and that means it's going to go higher. And the higher it goes, more participants are coming in, as far as I'm concerned. A Hungry Grizzly, thank you for this donation. 5 pounds. SoFi is up on Hot Stocks LV2 channel for meme stocks. Expect big things. There you are. Thank you for letting me know. We are suspecting as much. I really suspect that much is going on. Fantastic. Yeah, we are. Do not be surprised if huge option volume begins to happen too. Huge option volume. That would be completely normal to expect that as well. 2005 last trade, 7.2 million traded now, and I'm sure my system is behind. Okay. Amelia, thank you. I love bagels. Biles, what's that? Total newbie here. Uncle B saved $200 and hope classes within my reach. Should I make first buy now or save more? Oh, yes, please read room for newbies. The classes aren't going to be that expensive. They're going to be less than $200. And the classes on the website will be less than that as well, substantially less than that. So certainly would be, it should be affordable, and I think you'll get the value pretty quickly. The classes themselves, the live classes, I'm guessing 2 hours, but they might run 2.5. Only because I'm not going to cut it off and say, okay, that's it, you're out of here. I'm leaving the class. You know, these first classes, you tell me how it's going to go. I've got so many people there, and it's all new for you. It's new for me. We're going to make it comfortable. We're going to make it relaxed, and we're going to. It's enjoyable. I'm sure it'll be enjoyable, informative, and a lot of this, because this is what you're paying for, is to get at me, and so that we can go over Q&As. The edited version will take out all the fluff, and we'll take out all the dead air. And we'll make a concise video that we will now upload to the website. My editor's on standby for that. And then then you can purchase those at your leisure and watch them again and again and again. Don't worry if you miss it the first time, you just rerun it and listen to it the second time. And if you still don't get it, you can always send me a private email. And you can always send me an email here or a message here as a member the next week, and we'll battle through it. And you'll become that much smarter, I think, and hopefully a lot richer. 2025 on SoFi up 98 cents. Volume now on SoFi is 8.1 million shares and on a roll. We're climbing. Amazing. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for these donations, and thank you for joining our channel. GameStop getting hammered again. Well, it's down $2.40 to 210.78. ATIP 903 up 8 cents on ATIP on 17,000 shares. We've got AMC broke 60.06 right now, up $1.95. AMC has cracked the $60 barrier, has touched 61 on 11 million so far. We've got Gores down 8 cents to 14.35. We have 23andMe up a penny to 11.93. We have Fifth Wall down 7 cents. We have Vector up 11 cents to 11.06, going higher. Navsite down 2 at 9.97. Starboard down a penny at 10.08 right now. Vanik up 50 cents, the ETF we like. Home Depot up 220 to 316, coming back. IBM up 89 cents at 146.18. We're awaiting the details about the split of IBM. There's going to be a spin-off of a piece of the company to one company and IBM as another. And I think the way it's going to work is I think you will end up with two stocks instead of one. You'll have an IBM stock and you'll have this other stock. Somehow, I don't have the details yet. When I know, you'll know. The dividend coming out will still be exactly what it is, if not better. We hope, we think, we believe. Lots of stock yet, but it's not until late this year. Stand by for updates. I still believe in IBM. It'll go higher. And as a split entity, it'll definitely be worth more money. You'll be further ahead with two rather than one. Dow Jones up 145 points, and the Microsoft is up 28 cents. Apple down 6 cents. Tesla down $4.08. Bed Bath & Beyond at 30.19, down 47 cents. BlackBerry down 29 cents to 12.51. The cruise lines, we've got Royal Caribbean down 24 cents to 83.21. Norwegian up 8 cents and Carnival down 11 cents. Amazon up 43 cents. Facebook down 247. Had a real big day yesterday. Google down 282. JP Morgan up at $1.22 right now. Nvidia at 7.97, down 2.33. Goldman Sachs up 5.81 at the moment. that is where we're watching. Where we're at with some of the stocks that we like to watch. Boeing is a little better today, up $2 because of that big order from United. They had their terrible day yesterday. And Intel up 33 cents to 57.80, and Micron down 8 cents at 83.30. Doing all right, still doing all right. The big picture right now, what we're really watching, SOFI at 2021 to 2024 right now. Volume on SOFI, 8.7 million, 8.8 million now. We're up 92 odd cents at the moment as it's jumping about a little bit here. A lot of talk on SOFI on social media. That's what's going on. We'll watch to see how all that plays out. And let's see what's going on. Toasted Malo, Uncle Bruce, thanks for all your advice. Let's go. Is AMC testing all-time high today? I don't think so. $76. It doesn't look like it's going to do that. I think they're just trying to hold around 60. We'll see what it can do, though. GameStop is at 209.76 right now. Hanging right in there. What else is going on? Let's go. Thank you, everybody, for hanging around. Here we go. Yeah, I like that. If you have any questions, watch the video again, and of course, send me an email if something just doesn't make sense to you. We'll get you through it. These classes, it's not like, oh, you bought the class and you don't understand it. Well, too bad. See you next time. It's not going to be that way. I'm here. Where am I going? I'm going anywhere. We'll get her done. Okay. Let's see. Joshua, so if you like fluff, get your order in for the classes. We like the fluff. There you go. SOFI was at 2080. That felt pretty good, man. You've only just begun. This is nothing. The stock was 22.23 last week. We're going back there. It's a question of going to 28.30. That's where we're really going. This is just the launching pad. It's still cheap at $20 here. Cheap. Okay. Here we got the biggest. Isaac is saying the biggest Wall Street bet SOFI, you only live once, is a $78,000 on 188 contracts. Current borrow rate, short interest, 222%. Wow. We got gamblers out there. There's no doubt about that. Let's see. Wally's saying hi to Duncan, and I say hi to Duncan too. If I missed you earlier, buddy, welcome, buddy, to the show. I can't keep up with all you guys. It's so many are here. I love you. Let's go. One community under Bruce with liberty and justice for all. How about that? Oh man. Let's go. Hang on, what do we got here? Thanks for the update on IBM. I'm going to bring more as I understand it more, and as more is released, I will talk about IBM even further. I'm a fan of IBM. James P., thank you for becoming a new member of this channel. It's kind of you to join us, and you're amongst some very good people right now. Vincent is saying my SOFI October 15 calls, they're looking pretty happy right now. Very good. Very good. Let's see what's happening here. Thank you. Isaac, that's 2 call contracts. IDK, I don't know what you mean. Okay, whatever. Let's see. And now the carpenters are in my head. We've only just begun to get rich. Yes. 1991, 1995, we're jumping around on SOFI. Get used to it. 1850 to 2250 is my expected range today on the stock. James P., anyone have any tips on call contracts for someone from the UK? Have all my shares through trading 212. And what was it? Was it IB, International Brokers, was it? We were talking about that. Roger G., thank you for your donation on PayPal. Thank you, Roger. I appreciate that. Just saw that. If you're making a donation to me and Jennifer through PayPal, I acknowledge you, but I won't say the amount. It's kept confidential, and I thank you all for those. They're just wonderful. Thank you all. All right. Let's see now. Comments. James P. says, thanks. My AI played the carpenters for me. We've only just begun to live. Okay. Love your show, says Big Bear. Thank you, guys.
I think that's nice. It's nice to be nice to the nice. Don't you remember you told me before you love me, baby? Hypothetical with an IBM split, will people get the same share quantity split, just splitting the value up? Or do you think a person with 100 IBM ends up with 50 IBM and 50 Nuco? I'm not sure, Carlos. It could be that you keep 100 IBM. Roger, thanks, buddy. You get 100 IBM still, but now you have 50 of the other one, or you have 100 of the other one. And the street will value IBM at, say, instead of 145, they value it at 110, and then they value the other one at 40. And the combined, you've got 150, something like that. That could be it. I don't know. I don't think they're going to want to reduce the number of shares people have in IBM. But again, I don't know how the structure is going to be done. I don't know if this is a special dividend. If this is I really don't know. I'm guessing it's some kind of a split of some kind. But in the end of the day, you're going to have so many shares of IBM and so many shares of this. Combine the two, there's the value you had just a moment ago. Now the two will do what they do. One goes higher, the other goes slower. And I'm sure both will pay a dividend, which puts both of them right into all mutual funds, puts them all into ETFs. Both will likely be members of the S&P 500 instantaneously, and all the other high-tech indices and all that stuff. So I'm sure there is some real serious logistical stuff being done behind the scenes while we're having a party out here, waiting for them to announce the deal. So I'll let you know when I know more. Okay. Okay. Hi, Uncle Bruce. So since you showed us a puppy on TWB last night, will we ever get to meet Mr. Stinky here? Mr. Stinky, the cat, that is my daughter's pussy cat. The only way you're going to meet that feline is if I go to it, because it isn't coming to me. And it lives, that wonderful pussycat lives right now with a gentleman who's got two other kittens or cats and is leading a happy life. And I kind of see I see him maybe once a year or so. So I'm not sure. There are no guarantees, but great little pal of mine. Let's see. I'm starting to feel disappointed in 23andMe. Stock is flat, radio silence from corporation since the merger 2 weeks ago. I bought VGAC back in Feb. Well, I would not fret about it. I would not worry about it. Each stock has its time. And when 23andMe are ready to launch, you'll know about it. I'll know about it, and you'll hear it from me. So stick around. Let's see what's going on. James P says, thanks, folks. PayPal is better, says D. Gray. If Uncle Bruce gets to sing Twisted Sister now, we're not gonna take it. SoFi volume more than Apple and Facebook combined. Not surprising to me. That is not surprising. Stock now 11.2 million shares traded. 11.2. Nearing its low of the day at 1984 now. Is that right? It was as low as 1974. It's at 1981 right now, still up 55 cents on the day. Again, I am not surprised to see a wide range of trading on SoFi today. All right. Sister Sledge. Oh, that's good music. Sister Sledge. That's good stuff. Yeah, I agree with that. Here we are. Yeah, that's good stuff. Uncle Bruce, I noticed someone called you a shill on Reddit. I've been watching for 5 months. I disagree. Everyone calls me that. It's just they don't know what it means. I think they're using that word instead of another word. Does it still make sense to sell covered calls for GameStop at this level? Nothing wrong with selling covered calls on GameStop. Nothing wrong at all. Looking at writing covered calls for next week, Friday, might not be a bad idea. The 250 range might not be a bad idea. Remember, next week there's only 4 trading days. So you write a call today for next week, Friday. You've got Wednesday, Thursday, Friday this week, plus the remainder of today, and 4 days next week. That's 7 days. That's only 7 days of trading. And they're worthless. So yeah, take in some money if you can. But it's up to you. Let's see. Let's go. Would it be considered a stock split, this thing you're talking about, IBM? There are people calling it that, but they could be wrong. It could be a sophisticated dividend situation, but I don't think it'll be. I'm trying to think about it as a way that when it gets done, it'll be a tax-free deal to you. you're not going to suffer a capital gain tax the minute the split is done. So I'm thinking it's just our corporate reorganization. Oscar, thank you. It might be just a split where you have now 100 new IBM trading at 90, and you've got 100 Newco trading at 50, and there's $140, or trading at 60, there's $150. It could be 120 to 30. I don't know what the splits with the stock values will be. I have no idea. All this is to be determined. When I know, you'll know, and we'll be on it. We'll eventually figure it out. Bruce, did you see the investing consultant for SoFi speak or spike with MarketWatch? Had said they believe the market will calm down later next year. No big news, but they were on the front page of MarketWatch. Well, you're just going to hear about SoFi from every angle. You're going to hear from analysts that work for SoFi. You're going to hear about SoFi being talked about by other analysts. You're going to notice SoFi advertising. You're going to see their marketing. You're going to hear about SoFi from other YouTubers. You're going to read about SoFi on Reddit or Wall Street Bet. SoFi is going to become the talk of the town. I hope, will become a serious meme type stock, and will be heavily covered, and even covered on CNBC. And that would be fine with me. Just absolutely wonderful. 2002, roughly 2001, 1998. We're jumping all over the place. Okay. Let's see. What else have we got going here? I sold half of my ME yesterday and bought 50 more SoFi at 1770. Patience paid off. Sweet. Okay. Let's see what else is going on. Let's go. Good morning, Uncle Bruce. Hi, Malo. How you doing? Welcome to the show. Malo Shark is here. Who else is here? I'm trying to stay up with all your comments. Let's see. Okay. Dave at Sleepy Investor. I'm selling covered calls on AMC at $100 strike price, 2 and 3 weeks out. That's what I do. Every 2 or 3 weeks, I write these. They expire worthless. I write again. Very good money. I like it. Anyway, in 2 to 3 years, you'll be very happy you had patience on ME. What kind of covered call contract should I write on SoFi, ME, and ATIP? Jen, not yet. You don't want to write covered calls yet. You want to wait. I sold some expiring this Friday and next Friday. Too scared to go far out, says Sheepy. There's a strategy there on GameStop for sure. I don't want to die on that cross, says D. Gray. Jen, don't do any yet. Wally Mello, the man shark. Even if the price doesn't go up, it's good to see SoFi is getting volume. It certainly is. 2005, 2008 right now. Volume on SoFi this morning now, 12.4 million. That's where we're at right now. D. Gray says, patience is not my virtue. Let's see. Dave says to Sheepy Investor, 2 and 3 weeks start to go up and premium, and then degrade as you get closer to the day, then buy back cheap and kick the can up the road. There you go. Nothing wrong with writing a 3-week contract and buying it back with about 4 or 5 days to go, and then rewriting a new 3-week contract. Just take the degradation, as it shrinks out. Take that as your gain. Nice moves. Okay. Let's see. D. Gray says, that Uncle Bruce has seen Tom Jones in the steam room. I mean, who else can say it? What other YouTuber, has that? There's credibility there. If Uncle Bruce is a shill, he does a good job of considering all the different stocks he talks about. He must have a lot of little paychecks coming from a whole bunch of little companies. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I have all of these, like 15, 20 stocks I talk about all the time. They must all be sending me money because I'm the ultimate shill guy. I should shill for the S&P 500. I should just send a bill to every company on the S&P 500 to talk about all their 500 stocks. And that way, every day I got a winner. Every day I got stocks going up, rotates. Not a bad way to go. I mean, it's a shill that can't do wrong, Wow, that's interesting. Uncle Bruce can't shill. Let's see. I think we're all Bruce's shills, actually. Let's go. Bruce is retired from the rat race. Let's go. I'm waiting for the GameStop token to make my next covered call at Shipping Restaurant. I think around July 14th is or something like that. Who knows? Who knows? Let's see. Dave is saying to Carlos, covered calls, $100 out of the money or more are like big gains if they get taken out. So be it. Collect that premium right now, right there. Here you go. That's true. Let's go. Continuing forward here. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I used to be a huge fan when Bruce first started talking stocks and how FD, the hedge funds were. But then out of the blue, he turned in a SPAC shill AMC basher. Yeah, out of the blue, I answered a question. What do you think about AMC? And I've been saying for weeks, I don't recommend it. It's just, it's doing what it's doing. I don't recommend the stock. Whatever you do with it, it's great with you. What do you think about AMC? What do you think about AMC? What do you think about AMC? What's your opinion on AMC? Can you give us your opinion on AMC? I gave you my opinion on AMC. That turned me into a basher right there. That enemy number one. As soon as you said what you think, we don't want to listen to you anymore. And then you start talking about SPACs and other stocks you like. Well, you're obviously not an ape. You're obviously not an AMC promoter. I hate you. And welcome to my life. There you go. Rogue Boondocker, new member. Thank you for joining us. I'm glad you're here despite it all. Despite how much people hate me. Thank you for joining me. I love it. Let's make money. Let's go. The Ostis wants to know, hi, Uncle Bruce, when you talk about putting stock away, how long do you think? 2, 3 years, 10 years? I'm 24, so I'm not in a rush anyway. I'm not talking about putting away for that long a time. I'm saying if you buy ATIP right now at 908 and you just put it aside and don't talk to me about it every 5 minutes anymore and don't worry about it every 5 minutes anymore. Just kind of go over here and spend your time concentrating on what's happening on the movers. Maybe in a week, 3 weeks, 5 weeks, in 6 weeks, it becomes the mover. And now we bring it back to the 4 and we really concentrate on it. That's what I mean by that. I'm not talking about a 2-year, nothing's going to happen for 2 years, 5 years. I'm not thinking that at all. I'm thinking that ATIP could break out at any time. It could. I just don't know what that time is. And right now they're being quiet for obviously a purpose, a reason. There's a reason they're staying quiet. I respect them for that. They've got a new public company and they're doing it the way they're doing it. Okay. So I say to you guys, pick up these quiet stocks and just put them to the side and let's concentrate on everything else. But at least you're in there. You're set. You got your options. You got your stock. You're locked in. Okay, good. Over there it goes. Now we move on and talk about what's happening quickly, what's in front of us that's really moving. And then when it starts moving, we'll bring it out and take a look at it. There you go. That's all I'm doing. Thank you, everybody. Jen, thank you. You betcha, Jen. Let's see. Bruce, in regards to IBM, have people take a look at what's happened with DuPont when they split off into multiple companies in the last year. Again, I don't know. We'll see. Oh, stop the self-flagellation here, whatever. I'm here, says Mustard Biscuit. Waiting for GameStop to get to 190s, then I'm buying more. Well, there's an objective. Someone has a hope, dream, and a desire. Don't know if it'll come true, but, there you go. Let's see. Let's go. What's going on? I was literally there for the first stock streams. Only sub recently to call out a huge change. You all amazed you got a $5 gain from SoFi, and yet AMC went from 5 to 70 throughout this bashing. It went from $2 over a year ago. I remember talking a guy out of trying. He was going to short the stock at $2. He wanted to short a ton of this AMC at 2, and I talked him out of it. I said, no, don't do that. No. Then it went to 3. He says, should I short it now? I said, no, don't short AMC now. No, it's over. The AMC shorting is over. It had been higher. It came down to 2 and 3. Don't bother. Then I noticed what the president of the AMC could do, the CEO, and I was amazed. And I said so many times on this channel. No one gives me credit for it on the AMC camp. AMC fans only think that I hate the stock and I hate the company and I think it's garbage. That's all they believe. I have told so many AMC investors, either sell out and take your money and run, or now, if you're still into this, write call options and cash in big time. This is now 2 months of time that this stock has had a run here. 5, 6, we're almost like 6, 7, 8 weeks. There are some real opportunities here to make some serious money on AMC. Real serious money. Writing 2-week contracts, 3-week contracts. Yeah, write them at $80. Take big premiums, buy them back with a week to go for cheap premiums, roll over and do it again. Take $5 a week off your AMC. Can you get $1 a day on your stock? Take $1 a day. You got 1,000 shares of AMC, take 1,000 a day from the option players. 1,000 a day, 7 days a week, a gift that keeps on giving. If you want to buy more AMC with it, go ahead, buy up more AMC and write more contracts. Yeah, sure. Take that money and buy something else. Okay, whatever you want. But don't just sit on AMC and don't do anything with it. It's a gift that will give you a lot of money. That's what I'm saying. I'm just trying to help people make money here. I do the best I can with what I have. It used to be so easy. Everyone used to love me. Now not everyone loves me anymore. Chillin with Uncle Bruce. Uncle Bruce, I sold a few shares of SOFI, then bought back lower. E-Trade, then called those shares wash sale and price paid 29. SOFI never hit 29. I don't understand. Michael, I don't understand it either. I don't understand what this all means. I just know you made money, didn't you? And that's that. D. Gray, Uncle Bruce is better than McDonald's and Arby's for breakfast. How about that? Oh my God. Uncle Bruce, so I have 1,000 SOFI shares averaging $17. The interest is high, and next week is a short week. Should I sell covered calls for $33 strike for $50 expiring next Friday? That's $500 to me if I take this deal for free. You can give it a shot. It's up to you. You can give it a shot. All right. Let's see. Other comments. Vilbus says, number one, it was a GameStop focused channel. That's true. Number two, someone asked his opinion about AMC and he spoke about the fundamentals, which are objectively bad. That's true. They are $5 billion in debt. That is true. That still hasn't gone away, right? Yeah, I guess. Anyway, what can I say? I just do what I do what I can with what I got. I try. How dare you shill your own opinions on the internet? I mean, you should be just like everybody else. You should just like it and ignore the facts. Oh no. Well said, Uncle Bruce. I can't believe this guy's still here in Pan. I can't believe it. Lavo AMC Basher. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Yeah. What can I say? I got to keep moving. Thank you for being here, everybody. Let's see. Where was I? Oh. Thank you all. Uh-oh. I lost my place. Okay. Okay. Does anyone else notice how GameStop and ME look the same? Here we go again. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Oh no. Imagine paying to complain about something no one is forcing you to watch. Well, what can I say? That's how great this channel is, I guess. Anyway, 1962, 1961 on SOFI right now. Yeah. It's unreasonable. Credit Saver says it's unreasonable to expect 10,000% gains in 2 weeks. Uncle Bruce has told us that a 20% growth in a year is awesome, and it's true. Any bank only giving 1% at the most. Get the picture. There you go. Bill Coyne, paying to complain. That's amazing. They do. They do. Yeah. What can I say? Most of us love you, Bruce, but not all of us. We trust you, but we don't believe you. But we believe you, and we believe you, but we don't trust you. Okay, 1957 on the stock on SoFi. Oh, Rob, I still love Uncle Bruce, but now I'm starting to question if everyone else is hating on him. I'm just kidding, Uncle Bruce forever. Oh, lordy. YOLO, stock market, Bruce. I can't explain it. I just love your way of expressing. You stay like this, Uncle Bruce. Perfect. Love from Germany. Thank you, YOLO. Guten Tag, Deutschland. Thank you, Germany. Dankeschön. Oh, right. The problem is that too many people are under the impression that buying stock's the only way to make money on stock. Sure, AMC skyrocketed, but why ignore all the other avenues to profit from it? I agree. Invest, not gamble. There is a difference. That's right. That is true. Okay. Thank you. How are we doing for thumbs ups right now? We have 784 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. We're only 116 away, 216 away from 1,000. 216 more. We have 1,000 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. 785 now, 215 to go, 214 to go. They're coming in. Thumbs ups are coming in. Thank you, guys. Keep them coming on here. Help me out. Get me to 1,000 thumbs ups as soon as humanly possible. 795 now. We're 205 away. Thank you, guys. This is great. Let's get through 800 right away and move in on 1,000 thumbs ups right off the bat. Thank you, everybody, so much. You are wonderful. ATIP 912 now up 17 cents. We have 807 thumbs ups. Yay! AMC 58.79. Gorse 14.45 up 2 cents. 23andMe down 32 cents to 11.60. Fifth Wall down 8 cents to 12.22. Vector up 2 cents to 10.96. Navsite up 2 cents to 9.99. Starboard up a penny to 10.08. That's what we got. The Dow is up 140 points. Right now, we have 825 thumbs up, so we only need 175 more to hit 1,000 thumbs ups on this telecast. Thank you, everybody. That is very kind of you. 826 thumbs ups, and they are coming in. They are counting. 832 now. Oh, love it. Consumer confidence in the U.S. jumps to the highest level since the onset of the COVID pandemic. That is very good. When the consumer feels this way, markets go higher. That's what it means, you guys, just so you know. Alrighty, let's see what else is going on. Someone is pulling back the SoFi catapult. Here we go. Let's see. What else is going up? My bagel turned green. Woot woot. Beautiful. Thank you, guys. Yeah, shills are infiltrating the channel. He must be doing something right because they're coming in here. Yeah, GameStop hasn't closed below 200 since May 24. Those sub 200 dips are very short-lived. Okay, and what else? Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, guys. Thank you. ATIP is doing something. ATIP, it's up to something. We're up 16 cents to 912, up 17 to 912 now on 81,000. That's all it is. 81,000 moves it up 17 cents. Nothing for sale there. Anyway, BW, Uncle Bruce, who cares about the whiners out there? We watch to learn longevity and value. They're just peeved. Their stock just doesn't go to $100,000 a share. Like Tom Jones said, it's not unusual to be loved by anyone, you know. There you go. Multi-dog, screw that guy, Bruce. Oh my gosh. Bill, Uncle Bruce, if you don't have haters, you're doing something wrong, man. If I needed time and attention. What can I say? Alrighty. Very low volume on GameStop today. Let's go. Yeah, they pay to get their opinion validate it to confirm their own bias. So when Uncle Bruce doesn't agree with them, they take it as an insult and whine. Well, that does happen, I guess. And Anthony says, I'm from Yorkshire, UK, and there's no way I pay to moan. I just moan all the time to everybody. I mean, I just moan all the way. I do it for free. I don't have to pay. I'll moan for nothing. Thank you, Anthony. Thanks for joining me today from the UK. It's great to have you here. It's like Festivus airing of grievances around here. That's right, Festivus. Mohammed, thank you for this donation. Good morning, Uncle Bruce. What's the cost benefit for buying ME? $2.50 call for $9.20, expiring 01/22. I understand the basics, but I'd like to hear your perspective on it. ME. So you're buying a $2.50 call for $9.20. You might as well spend $11.55 and just buy the stock and don't buy a call. Just forget about it. You're putting $920 on the table to get 100 shares of control of 100 shares. Why don't you just put $1,155 on the table and buy 100 shares and stop this nonsense? Don't buy a 250 contract. It's pointless. It's absolutely pointless. Wasting your time. Wasting your money. IMO ATIP just doesn't bring anything proprietary or new to the physical therapy market. They do have lots of cash though, so acquisitions of competitors, just not one I can get behind again. That's what I think, Dave. I think that they're going to be an acquirer of other companies and become the single largest by far company, bringing in just gazillions amounts of money. That's what I think is going to happen. They're going to become the top dog franchisor of this business. That's just my hunch, though. We'll see what's going on. Let's see. The best thing about AMC is the option swings and volatility. There you go. Ona Hester, you have 800 thumbs ups now, Bruce. You've got 800. That is awesome. Splair is saying, Gern, Geschlaschen, oder bitteschön, just to keep the conversation going on German. I can't even read that. Ona, 804 thumbs ups. Moving on up. This guy should buy a private session. They can complain directly with you for an hour. He pays you $400 and then he can just yell at you for an hour, telling you what kind of a person you are. I should have to do that. We should do that. Dave, AMC GameStop covered calls for life. Make more than 9 to 5. Yeah, you can. Nicholas, SoFi coming back down, but looks like the breakout is forming. Looking at that $25 breakout. 974.75 right now on SoFi. Volume now 17.1 million. Wow. Awesome stuff. Random Retro, thumbs up. Sitting Bull, I don't gamble, but if I know that a race is fixed, am I going to bet with the fix or against the fix or not bet at all? Some people just love to hate, I guess. Wir lieben es, Uncle Bruce, so schön. They love Uncle Bruce. Dankeschön, genau. Where's Observe? 828 thumbs up, says Ona. That's what you got now. You're at 8. You're coming into 1,000 thumbs ups. It's happening. Always keep your eyes on the big picture. Don't get slowed down with the small stuff. Hit that thumbs up 25 times. Sitting Bull, you cheat like the fix do. The stock market isn't a fair fight. You kick them when they're down. There you go. What's going on? Go for blood. Go for red. Uncle Bruce, they always make you beg for thumbs ups. I know. They never give them to me. They just don't give them to me. I have to always plead for them. I don't know why, but I do. True fans would just give me a thumbs up and that's it. And they would be yelling at others to do it for me, but they don't. I do what I can. What's happening with ME? 1146 down 45 cents. It's on sale. That's what's happening. It's on sale. With GameStop and to a lesser extent AMC, the game is fixed, and many know it. We have great evidence of it, and I, for one, am exploiting the fix to my advantage. There you go. Ausgezeichnet, outstanding. I think that's what that means. I would rather promote women in this atmosphere, not deter them. There you go. I agree. Dave, it's a valid point on ATIP, although I wonder if they have a leg up on the market share. Other comments. Oh my gosh, they are coming in. Thank you, everybody, so much. I'm desperately trying to keep up with you guys. Let's see. People are taking a closer look at GameStop, 8,000. The new CEO is being granted his shares based on $16.5 million divided by the average closing price for the 30 trading days preceding. Might be stolen. Stalling? I don't know. What's on the menu for this morning's bagel? Uncle Bruce. We don't know yet. Random. Uncle Bruce, there are people who still believe in GameStop, infinite squeeze scenario, and places bets instead of investments. I know. It's never so unusual, says D. Gray. The Credit Savage, between ATIP, ME, NSH, and Vector options, I am down a lot. And I have never been more positive, thanks to Uncle Bruce. Why? Because that is why he tells us to give yourself breathing room with the expiry date. I love it. Now you're talking. There you go, right there. ATIP is up a quarter now to 920. Did you get your stock at 895? Like I said, did you do that, you guys? Okay, 58.05 on AMC, down to only 6 cents. It's coming back up again. Gore's 14.53, up a dime. Did you get some cheap stock there? Are you buying cheap 23andMe at 11.43? Are you taking advantage of cheap options on 23andMe? It's off 50 cents to 11.42. It's buy time. VACQ unchanged at 10.95. NavSite 9.99, up 2 cents. Starboard 10.08, up a penny. Alrighty, 1946 to 1948 on SoFi, up 22 cents. We'll see how it does the rest of the day. Jennifer's here. How you doing, Jen?
Did I hear bagel talk?
Bagel talk is the talk of the talk. Yeah.
How's the green shirt working?
Well, we started off really well with SoFi. We got it going right to 2098. Took a shot,
Very nice.
but right now it's 1948. I've said to the viewers today that SoFi could be 1850 to 2250 today.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what can happen after a day like yesterday when it really went down to 1765 and came back. There's still volatility here, but 1854 right now, it's coming back on again. So
there you go.
yeah, wild and wacky.
Well, that's our weather.
That's our weather, wild and wacky. We're only going up to 106 today,
Yeah,
not 108.
I know.
We're cooling off already.
And we're starting to send it eastward. It's not just sitting on us now.
You can have it over there, or it's over there. Eastward is back that way.
But
Yeah.
47.9 was the net yesterday.
Oh,
Hotter than Vegas ever gets
hotter than Vegas gets normally. Yeah,
in the desert.
in down south.
It never got that hot in Palm Desert. Not 47.
What was that? 115, 118? That was hot yesterday.
It's hot.
Yeah, it was hot. I remember when Jen and I and Jen Jr. we lived in Palm Desert, California. I used to have a Lexus ES330. It had a thermometer to tell you what the outside temperature was, and it only went up to 50 Celsius.
Yeah.
It didn't go above 50. So one day we got in the car. We drove to Costco, and when we got there, it was like 47.5, and that was the temperature off the pavement. It's very warm. We go inside, come back an hour later, and we when we walked from the store to the car, we had this button. You just hold the window down button, and all the windows and the sunroof open up while you're walking towards your car. And by the time you get to your car, and then you pop your trunk and let the hot air out of that, you put your groceries in the trunk, you close the trunk. By the time you get in the car, which is like 30 seconds later, a minute later, it has cooled down from probably 150 degrees inside the car down to the temperature of the day. And so that made it a lot easier. Plus, you learn to park your car in hot days like this with the sun shining in the back window.
Yeah.
Not shining in the front window
And
or
you
from
learn
the side.
not to touch the seat belt with your hand.
You don't touch the chrome
use
clip.
cloth.
You use your shirt.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we get in the car and we turn it on, and the air conditioning comes on right away. And within like 30 seconds, we got the windows rolled up. We got the sunroof closed in because the cool air is now cooling off the car. But I'm looking at the temperature. What the outside temperature is, it says 50. And I know, no, it's hotter than that. It wouldn't go over. It's as high as it would go.
Yeah.
Because in Japan, where they built this car, they couldn't imagine that a car would be in conditions over 50 Celsius.
Exactly.
And so as we were driving home, I figured as we were driving through the air, the thermometer would cool off a bit, perhaps. But no, since you're on pavement the whole way, the sun is baking the pavement in Palm Desert from straight up, down, up and down. No shade anywhere. It stayed at 50 the whole time until we got it back home.
Which is why you need to buy a new battery every year.
Well, we were going
Burn
through
those batteries,
about
man.
1 year, every 12 to 16 months, you need a new car battery down there. Unbelievable. Anyway, what can I say?
Yeah, things you don't think about.
Kooky.
So what's it going to be?
Oh, I'm thinking egg, cheese.
That's I figured.
Yeah, a scrambled egg and some cheese
Okey-dokey.
on a bagel, dipping in some ketchup, Heinz 57.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what it's all about, babies. Woo, good times. The Comet, the world's fastest woman. She was known as the Comet. And It's incredible. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. We're at 1953 on the SoFi right now. The Dow's up 135. S&P is up 5.7. NASDAQ up 18 points. Oil is up 47 cents a barrel right now at the moment. All right. And let's see what's going on. There we go. Thanks for the advice, everybody. I just sold a July 14 call on GameStop. There you go. And what else is going on here? Farragon says, Bruce ruined all the other streams for me. I can't watch dudes drawing triangles on GameStop charts for 8 hours straight anymore. I can't do that. 866 thumbs ups and counting. Thank you, Ona, for keeping me posted. Am I the only one that respects you for sticking to your convictions? I hold a little AMC, but I'm not going to get mad at you for not liking a stock. You're one of the few, Enzo. I'll tell you that. There are thousands who've left this channel because of that. Bill, the SEC is passing dozens and dozens of rule changes. Something's coming here, says Bill. Vaping with Vic says, yep, Farragon, and most of those guys are full of BS. They keep moving the goalposts for the mother of all short squeezes. Oh, my God. Let's see. Thank you, everybody. Jersey Todd says, good morning, all. Late start. I drove my son to the airport at 4 a.m. and then I fell asleep. Can't blame you there. That would be a long one. Uncle Bruce, I want to yell at you for 3 hours. $1,500, is that okay? My father never hugged me, so can I send you $1,500 and then yell at you for 3 hours all along? Oh no, Wally, once in a lifetime. SEC changes, just so nice. 878 thumbs ups apparently. Let's see, BW 250 call for January 2021. No, buy $10 or 12.50s. They're in the money and gives room to move and longevity. You need leverage when you buy options too. You want leverage. Eric, I'm mad that you haven't spoken about Tesla. I'm really upset that you haven't spoken about Tesla. Brad, howdy. I'm not talking about Tesla. Then you bring the carpenters in and you lose my mind, man. You lose my mind. Oscar, 900 thumbs ups there coming in. Thank you, everybody. They're coming in. Genau. That's the best answer right there. The best answer, genau. Genau. Exactly. Right on. You hear that everywhere when you walk in Germany. When I was walking in Berlin, you'd be listening to people talking in the second person. We'd be listening going, genau. Genau. Yeah. Exactly. Uncle, exactly. Genau. 909 thumbs ups. Thank you. We love watching you beg. That's why we don't give you thumbs ups. I give a thumbs ups in the morning and then sign off and go to work before the stream starts officially at 8:30. But Rob, you're a good man. Eddie, I guess some persons don't appreciate the added value and wisdom you share with us each day, Uncle B. They're lack. What can I say? 209.86 on GameStop, 209.92 on GameStop. Yep, that's what we got. SoFi, 1960, 1963. It's going higher. How does a company bring something proprietary to the physical therapy game? I don't know what you mean. The word was environment, but atmosphere work. Okay. Anybody watch that first game yesterday? Montreal and the Lightning. And Lightning kind of made it look easy, didn't they? Let's see. Reverse psychology. 7.5 million volume on SoFi. 1960, 63. Some Canadians are more hyper than I am all day. Let's see. I loaded up at 992 on ATIP. It's now 924, up 28 cents. This is the kind of the high of the day. It is the high of the day on 130,000 volume. This is the high of the day for ATIP. It's coming on. How about that? SoFi, 1946, 1961 now, going higher. Let's see. There you go. Aaron, you've got this figured out. Well, Bruce, might as well give up on the YouTube game. You might as well just pack it in because clearly Nicholas is unhappy. And that means everyone has to be unhappy because only his opinion matters. Doesn't matter what you're making that you're making us all money. If Nicholas is unhappy, you might as well just shut down, go back in the corner, put the thumb in your mouth, and shut the hell up. That's what that means because Nicholas is God. There you go. In the meantime, good morning, Jen. Morning, Jen. Hello, Jen. Bagel time. Good morning, Jen. Jen Franston. Hello. The call of the bagel. Good morning, Jen. The hand that feeds Bruce bagels is awake. The hand is awake. The hand. Good morning, Leopold. 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 Good morning, Jen. I hope you have AC. Oh, we do. Does Jen have a recipe for a giant pizza bagels? Bruce Dabin. Good morning, Auntie Jen. Jen, we're here. Yes. Uncle Bruce, why wouldn't a company like ATIP be more vocal about becoming public? Only one lousy tweet, something, anything, talk to us. Well, they're in 1926, up 32 cents. I don't know. They're not saying anything, and it's going up again. I don't know. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave them alone for a while. It's okay. It was so hot here yesterday. That was like 35 Celsius, says Rob. D. Gray. Hi, Jen. Glad you're tolerant. Joshua. Bruce likes bagels with cream cheese, but what he really likes is AMC donuts with cream shilling. There you go. Lexus cars appreciate nicely. So nice. It's only 70-something degrees and rainy here in Oklahoma. Normally, at this time of the year, we're about 100, less than the sun. Yeah, we're going to be 106 today here. Bruce, I grew up in Phoenix. Quit whining about the heat, but that's a dry heat. See, Phoenix has a nice dry heat. I love the desert heat. Palm Desert, 114 in July. Love it. It's fantastic. Not that I go running around like an idiot in parking lots. I kind of watch myself, but it's all good to me. Chinook or downslope winds can do crazy things to temperature and humidity. We don't really have AC in the UK, but we all have brick houses, so everyone just hugs the walls because they feel cool. And if you got a basement or a cellar, it's cool down there. Yeah, D. Gray, you don't touch the hot metal unless you want to. D. Gray, this stuff would melt if it wanted to. I only came to seeking knowledge that they would not teach me in college. There you go. I bought 100 ATIP for $9.02. Now you're at $9.30. How about that? $9.30, the high of the day, 151,000 traded. Going higher on ATIP. Hug the walls and its thermal dynamics. Does every single building in Phoenix have air conditioning? I would think so. Let's see. Hi, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. We need some more likes for Uncle Bruce. Hit the thumbs up button. Thank you for that message. Get all 8.6 thousand on GHVI, GHVI. I can't believe the volume's so low with the merger within a month. Well, people are laying low. Almost 1,000. We're getting close to 1,000 thumbs ups. I think someone is hungrier than I am. Catch up. Let's make it 1,000 without asking Bruce about it. Let's just give him 1,000. I mean, I'll just shock him. He'll take a look at the number and it's 1,000. He'll start crying. He'll be emotional. He won't be able to handle it. 973. I'm getting emotional. I'm getting verklempt. 973 thumbs ups. We're almost there. We're so close to 1,000 thumbs ups. Oh, thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. 977.23 to go. Yay. Okay. 1960, 1959 on SoFi. Let's see. What is this here? Bill Coyne, Uncle Bruce, I'm going to post a link to a YouTube person that does nothing but SEC changes. He doesn't compete with you in any way. Totally different. Is that okay? No, it's not okay. Drew, hey, how's your day going? I get a little bit social around these parts. WS really doesn't like the Chalmouth SPACs, do they? Wall Street doesn't really like them. WS, he really speaks his mind with his new money. And W seems to hammer on them when they go public. It's like they line up and take pot shots for weeks. I don't know. I don't know. Thank you for the thumbs ups, everybody. Let's see. I hold some AMC, GameStop, SPACs. I appreciate Uncle Bruce's candid truth and pearls of wisdom. Oh, that's nice. Thank you. I'm glad to give you those as best I can. Gores is looking strange. Well, it's up 12 cents to 14.56. ME is coming back, 11.76, only down 16 cents. Yay! GameStop needs to do a merger in the near future. Merge, then split would run the stock. We need dividends, mergers, splits, anything to make the stock go up, but don't worry about making money. Just do stuff to make the stock go up. That's all we care about. Thank you, everybody. Mike, good morning from Florida. Uncle Bruce and Jen, it's 85 on the beach at the moment right now. Oh, man. We're at 48 away from 1,000 thumbs up, so we got to love this. Go Bolts. Let's see. Is volume important? It would help. Volume would be nice. Lots of volume. Let's see. What else is going on here? Oh man. Okay. Isaac is saying, Bruce, have you heard of the infinity pool theory with GameStop, where enough shares are held by retail to take up the free float, and shorts can never cover anything but synthetic shares over and over? That's what's happening on AMC. And that's what can happen on GameStop. That's right. Another 500,000 to 1 million shareholders come into GameStop. Buying 10 to 100 shares each, exactly the same thing. Yeah, you can take it 800 and they can never bring it down. Yeah. Oh,
So there was a
my.
little quality control issue
Oh.
this morning.
Uh-oh. What happened with my bagel?
The bagel is fine. It was the egg. It just didn't want to stay in a nice
Oh, who cares?
round piece.
Who cares? Yeah.
It's kind of a jigsaw puzzle.
It's all good with me. More fun. More dipping fun.
And things might, fall apart.
More dipping. I might need a fork maybe to pick up the ends.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's
maybe.
good.
We'll play that game. We'll play the dipping game, and we'll use a fork to kind of pick up the odd piece here and there. It's all good. We can get over all kinds of hardships when we're talking about a fantastic bagel. Am I complaining? No way. Am I complaining? This is beautiful. Beautiful.
It's one of those things, though, where I do everything exactly the same. It feels like you do everything exactly the same, but obviously you don't.
Say again?
Because when I went to flip it this time, it went,
Oh, I'm not flipping.
Not playing this
Not
game.
good.
Not gonna do it.
Not gonna do it. Not good. Well, look at that. Here's a bagel stuffed with egg and cheese. Look at that. All the toppings. Got the sesame seeds, the poppy seeds, onion bits. Oh,
got the melted cheese.
the melted cheese here. You can see it melting right there. Look at that. Oh, let's dip that into some ketchup right there.
It's very hot.
And it's very warm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my good. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Jen, this is wonderful. So good, Jen.
Fork's
So
a good idea.
Yeah.
See, you've got like a piece there getting ready to.
You just
There you go.
grab the egg right here with the fork, dip it, and chop it. Jen, this is great.
Excellent.
Thank you so much.
I'll leave you to it.
Okay, Jen. What kind of tea are you having today?
Today I'm actually having an Earl Grey
Decaffeinated Earl Grey.
in the big cup.
The big cup. Ooh, okay.
The big cup's like half the size of my pot.
That's good.
So
It lasts a long time.
I'll be nuking it later.
I'll be nuking it up to reheat it later on. Right on, Jen. Thank you. Have a great morning. You gotta love it, guys. Thank you, all of you, for being here with me today. Come on, give Bruce thumbs ups. 962, 977, 985, 991. I'm getting a clip now. Oh, 995. Oh, it's wonderful. Thank you. Knee. All the knees are being brought out here. 1,000. Ona says you got 1,000. It's there. I'm telling you, you got 1,000. Auntie says you done it. Knitting. Well done for 1,000 thumbs ups. We got him to 1,000. Heat index 102 here. Jersey Shore. Yike. Jack Bauer, you got 1,000. Uncle Bruce, people have been posting about SoFi on the Wall Street Bets subreddit since yesterday. Watch out. It's rocking and rolling. 1976. It's going up again. Fantastic. Yeah. Woohoo. That was easy. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Facebook worth $1 trillion. That's true. That's true. Oh, Jen's tasty looking bagels. Maybe join the bagel club. Oh, this is so good. There's so got the ketchup on it, the melted cheese, the egg. It's a toasted bagel. Oh, wow. Put the butter on the bagel. Butter melts in there. Oh, how dare you, Jen, bring a bagel like that in front of his friends, bringing him like that. Oh, my goodness. Oh, yeah. It's Heinz. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't try to send me any bagels. Can't cross the border. They won't cross the border. They'll seize them. Don't even bother. You wait until they get to Palm Desert for the winter. When I'm down south for the wintertime, you can send me Jersey bagels there. That'll work just fine. Yeah. Oh. Fantastic. Isaac is saying Michaels, Bells, some other guys, and I started posting SoFi on Wall Street Bets and Super Stonk last week. Seems to have finally picked up some steam. Oh, man. Did you bring enough bagel for everybody? SEC will implement 005 tomorrow. This is a very big deal. Buckle up, you guys. Bill Coyne, what is the guy's name you were referring to? Let's see. I might have to stop watching you, Bruce. I'm afraid, Bruce, as a ketchup shell, I can't support you any longer. Sorry. I'll put my girlfriend on to watch you, though. She's also a ketchup shell. Really love Earl Grey. Breakfast at the Frommerts. That was easy. Welcome one, welcome all to the show and to the fun we're having here. We're trying to make some money. 1946-47 on SoFi. It's jumping around like crazy, as we had figured it would. It's definitely picking up interest on Wall Street Bets. Yeah. Beauty. Whoa, we got 1,000 thumbs ups. Even with Nicholas smashing the thumbs down button over and over. Nobody telling me he can't give more than one. 37 thumbs downs, over 1,000 thumbs ups. Thank you, all of you beautiful people out there, for helping out, getting this channel going. We're into the 4 handle now. Oh, first half of the bagel. So good. GameStop, 211. 211.86. It's coming up. Choicey bagels? Uncle Bruce and Auntie Jen need to start a bagel B&B. That's all I need. I need to be an innkeeper to look after you guys and all your crazy requests in my bed and breakfast. Yeah. I don't think so. No. You can stay in a hotel. Not staying in my house. Oh, no. You guys are crazy enough on here, let alone seeing you in person 24/7. I don't think so. Oh, man. The innkeeper. Oh, Bruce would be a basket case in half an hour. Oh, man. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Bruce, did you hear or read that the NAV site S4 filing, I saw a date within mentioned before August 1, gives me hope we may have an end to the Jolly merge. I think it's coming too. I agree with you, BW. I just can't wait for the official word. I can't wait for the official word. 931 on ATIP, up 36 cents. We're up 17 cents on SoFi to 1943. AMC at 58.60, up 49 cents. Gore's up 19 cents. 23andMe 11.67, down 25 cents. Okay, let's go. No one says Joyzy in Jersey. No one does that. Nobody does that. I'm literally unconventional. Oh, Uncle Bruce, you have no clue how crazy a person I am. Oh, man. I just want GameStop to take a nice run again so I can write a juicy covered call. These 2-week calls at $6-7, they're not juicy enough. I want them juicier. There you go. $19.40 on SoFi right now. The markets are all up. The Dow's up 131. S&P up 7.6. NASDAQ up 8.7. All positive. Oh my. We're done. We're done. So good. Our daily bagel. We've had our daily bagel. Wonderful. Yeah, baby. Let's run these stocks. Let's go to the moon here, baby. Oh, yeah. Rob, Dave, yeah, but I'm impatient. I want to be richer today. It's just not fair, man. I have no time to wait. I want to be rich now, baby. Time to roll for D. Gray saying, yeah, it's time. It's time. It's time. 1946 up 20 cents on SoFi. Volume on SoFi right now is 20,940,000. How about that action? 211.37 on GameStop. ATIP at 932 up 36 cents. AMC 58.49 up 38 cents. Scores up 19 cents to 14.62. 23andMe 11.68 down 24 cents. Fifth Wall up a dime to 12.40. Excuse me. Vector unchanged. Nav site up 2 cents to 9.99. Starboard up a penny to 10.08. The Dow up 139. There you have it. Frankie Hang. Good morning, Uncle Bruce. Could you briefly explain the bull case for ATIP? Are November calls a buy? Are they out for enough right now? If you can get further out, even better, but I don't know if you can get further out calls. But January's and beyond is a good way to go. I'd be looking at 10s, 1250s, that type of pricing. If you can afford 750s, fine. ATIP, I think ATIP will be very aggressive and very active in the acquisition market. I think they're going to be buyers of a whole bunch of small regional mom and pop physiotherapy centers, perhaps. They might buy, they'll move into a certain state and they'll buy all the therapist centers under a certain brand there. They go to another state. I think that's the big plan. That's the big picture, that they'll improve their size over the next few years. They might be double or triple or quadruple the size they are now. They could become the largest single operator of physiotherapy centers by far across the world or across the USA. And it could be quite good. So we'll see what happens. I should have listened to Nicholas and bought AMC. If you'd have listened to him at 5, if he'd have been kind enough to send you a message, but no, he was keeping that information to himself. What a guy. I mean, geez, I don't know. Michael, I grabbed some more at 1951, but my average is still in the 16s. I think you're talking about SoFi. Anyway, let's see. Bruce's Booze and Bagels Cruise. Here we go. Oh, it's out of control now. It's 2:40 a.m. in Auckland, New Zealand, and my cat has come to tell me it's bedtime. Bye, y'all. Maddie, you take care. Thank you for joining me today, and you can watch the rest of this on the rerun, of course. You have a great day today. Have a good night. Oh, my. What are we going to do? What is going to happen? How rich are you guys going to get? I just don't know. I don't know if we can count all that money. Anyway, there you have it. I sold about 40 AMC shares back when they gave bonuses to the CEO and the board. I sold at 15 to put profit into GameStop. I don't like that business. I missed out on many things in life. There you go. What else is going on? ATIP is popping up all over Michigan. These locations are popping up everywhere. They're expanding. No doubt about that. 926 now in the stock. Here, Wall Street Journal yesterday, page 3, beautiful full page sky blue SoFi ad. Wahoo! They're not shy about talking about who they are. Is a reverse merger bad? Yeah. Well, a reverse split is bad. I don't know about a reverse merger. Yeah, I need stocks to go up to increase in value to pay for my champagne addiction. Gregory, I hear you there. Okay. And Rob, Coyote, same. I bought some back at 9, sold at 13, never went back. Put into GameStop, wrote covered calls. Put back into GameStop, diversified with SPACs and calls. So that's what you did with your AMC money. I'm 1 for 6 on these stocks so far, says Jack. Uncle Bruce, is it always Heinz ketchup? Have you ever tried the Heinz 57 sauce, the little more tangy one, or possibly the original HP sauce? Makes good food so much better when we just with ketchup. I just like the ketchup. I just like the ketchup. Yeah. SoFi, wow, what a wild day. Yes, it's a wild day. 1932.34, up 8 cents a share right now. It's a wild day. What can I say? What's a reverse merger? An unmerging? British shilling. Gregory, some of us like real pain. Nicholas is lovely. Gregory says, Nicholas is lovely. I used to love Heinz 57 steak sauce. That was my go-to. Gore's is moving up, apparently. Well, at 14.65, up 22 cents. It's at the high of the day. 11.60 on ME, down 34 cents. AMC 58.77, ATIP 926, SoFi 1934 to 1933, 7-cent gain right now. It's giving it all back, but will it take another shot? We don't know. We're going to follow this. 1930, 4 cents on SoFi, volume 22,700,000 shares. How many will go through now, and how much buying will come in? How much selling will come in? Is there selling coming in from shorters? What is going to happen on SoFi as we are approaching the break-even price of 1926? We're at 1930, up 4 cents right now. What is SoFi going to do in the next few minutes as we approach the break-even number? Let's see what's going on. Do you think that the drop is a result of shorts? I don't know. Reverse mergers where a stock like FAI becomes ATIP instead of a merger where I have no idea what that means. Underrated is my game. Nicholas Morner, I keep hearing my name, but I haven't done anything. What gives? It's not you. It's not you, Morner. Not you, NJM. It's not you. Jack, I'm on vacation starting this weekend. I need a road trip from South Jersey. Any ideas? No idea. Random retro reverse mergers where something like FAII becomes ATIP instead of ATIP becoming FAII. Okay. That's kind of weird. We're unchanged at 1926. We're down a penny. 1925 on SoFi right now. They were talking about Nicholas Barnes, actually. It's Nicholas Barnes we're talking about. We're at 1925 on SoFi. How low will it go today on the downside? I figured 1850 to 2250 would be today's range. Possibly. I'm not guaranteeing it, but it was possibly today's range. What is going to happen? D. Gray saying Jack is always on vacay. 1927 again on the stock. We're watching all this activity. 1923, apparently we did touch a trade there at 1923 or 1926, 27 right now. What will be the low of the day? And are you out there looking to buy on dips on SoFi today? Are any of you looking to buy SoFi on dips? Are you going to get any call contracts when the dip's down to here? What are you going to do? Okay, a reverse merger is when a private company becomes a public company by purchasing control of a public company. There you go. There's all kinds of explanations. SoFi is about to hit my buy territory again. YOLO, Uncle Bruce's volume important for stocks to go up. Can help. It can help. It can help. I heard you, Maria. That Nicholas gives us a bad name. Might have to kick him out of the club. 1930 now on SoFi. How low can you go? Bruce's SoFi limbo. Laughing out loud. How low can you go? Well, we're going to find out. We're up 117 points on the Dow, up 7.6 on SP. NASDAQ up 14. Oil up 40 cents a barrel. 1930 on SoFi stock right now. 1928 to 1930 on SoFi. What is going to happen here? Ooh, doggy. Anyway, I meant a reverse split. Sorry, says Cher. Well, I tell you, you got a lot of people talking. I got to say that. Laughing out loud, says Nicholas Mornier. He's laughing. He's just laughing. It's not me. It's not me. 1939 just popped a dime. Now back to 1935. So jumping around a little bit here. How about SoFi pole vault? How about that? Nicholas Morgan. Nick, he dishonors the name, says Nicholas Morgan. D Gray, it's fun on Tuesday. Who does this? It's fun on Tuesday. Dave, watch SoFi pull the ludicrous move B out of the way as it moves back through $25. Watch this. Okay, 1931 right now. Nicholas Morier, Nick, we'll have to bring it up at the next club meeting. Jen liked that one. Jen liked that. 1932, up a nickel on SoFi. Volume now, 23.3 million shares. Is there a down dip? And if so, how much is it? And how long will it be? And if there's a snapback, how high, how far can this go? This will be most interesting. We're going to see what's going on here. We're watching it. 1 million on GameStop. In 1 hour into the day, so quiet on GameStop. I agree. Random Retro share 721. The merger's already done. A reverse split is where the float is reduced. So, for example, 2 shares become 1 share. D Gray, we like the cult. Nick, Nicholas cult member. Haha. 1929, 1928. We're up 1-2 pennies right now. Just kind of hanging around here. What's it gonna do? ATIP 928 up 32 cents. EMC at 58.81 up 70 cents. Gores 1466 up 23 cents. ME 1153 down 39 cents. Okay. Here we go, Rob. This reminds me of the dull days of April and May with that low volume, but then we popped again. And I'll take settling at this $220 floor than the 150 we had the last time. I like this neighborhood. Rob, Uncle Bruce, with all of us loving and adoring you so much and inflating your ego. Oh, no. Does Jen have to insult you after your streams to bring you back to earth? It just has to give me the look. Just at the glance, and that's it. That's I'm back to earth. It's all fine. Relatively is relative, says D. Gray. There's that, too. 1928 to 1932 is the pricing of SoFi right now. Where is it gonna go from here? I just don't know. I can't say. Kayla, Nicholas Maury, you must have missed the other Nicholas dropping in on the visit. Your name, not your name. Cody, the look. Yeah, the look. Oh, I know that look. Yeah, you know that look. It doesn't take much time to get that look across, does it? 1929 on SoFi, 1930 on SoFi. Oh my. It's brutal, says Rob. That look is brutal. Dougie, they canceled the Highland Games. Oh, my. Gadiel, there's been another post about SoFi and Wall Street bets. Here comes the giant snowball. Good morning. 1936, 1933. Bruce, I'll cut your grass for a year for one of your classes. I already have a guy. Sorry, I've already got a guy. SoFi, almost a full-blown meme stock. BW Gore seems to be riding the SoFi wave. 1475. On Gores, up 32 cents. It's going higher. 1933 to 1935 on SoFi now. Looks a little better. I'm not sure. I don't know what the post was. I don't know if it's what it said. 23andMe, unfortunately, down 40 cents. 11.52. It's on sale. That one is on sale. ATIP 933 again, up 38. Going up again. Me love Gores. Michael, why is sentiment going down on SoFi? People claiming it's a P&D now, a pump and dump? Oh, I don't think so. I don't think so. A pump and dump, it means you get it way up, and it hasn't gone way up at all. It's at 1933, hasn't done anything. We haven't even started yet. I keep buying these dips, but I don't have that many chips. There's my problem. Gores on the move, 1973 up 30 cents on Gores. Volume on Gores now, 85,000 shares. That's it. There's nothing there. No volume. Volume on SoFi, 23.7 million, now at 1932. Okay, D. Gray, if you can't see the bottom, you won't see the top. How about that? All right, well, we'll try to make sense of that. 932 on ATIP, up 36 cents. Fifth wall is up a dime. Vector unchanged. NAV side up 2 cents. Starboard up a penny. Not much going on elsewhere. Dow's up 136, S&P up 8.5, NASDAQ up 15.3. Now we just dumped on SoFi, 1918, 1920. We just dumped down, took a dump, got a shot, got a hit. Now back to 1923. So we're getting a little bit of activity on SoFi. So they're trying to push it around. Wall Street Bets noticed its short interest and got them excited. Now they're starting to buy in. Intuition says, right, I'll be sensible someday, says D. Gray. 1928 down 3 cents. 1936 now down up a dime. It's jumping around here. It just touched 1916 just a minute or two ago. Now at 1933. Interesting. Wall Street Bets is figuring out the short position on SoFi, and it is too high. And could be interesting. 22 plus million traded. 1930 last trade. Volume now 24 million traded. So you get like 10 million shares of buying power coming in here in the next hour. It's back to $21 a share and higher. Watch out. 1931 right now is what we have. Getting ready to buy up the SoFi dip. Like I said, Uncle Bruce, watch this. SoFi, D. Gray, SoFi is percolating. That's what's doing. It's a percolating right now. 1932, 1931. It's a percolating at these neighborhoods. Getting ready for a shot. ATIP 938 up 43 cents. ATIP is rising. Gores 1472 up 29 cents. ME a little better. 1158 down 34. 1929 on SoFi. Is it going to go? All calls in Uncle Bruce SPACs up today. They're all up today. D. Gray like coffee. It's percolating. 1928 only up 3 cents, 2 cents. Is it percolating? What's it going to do? Another watch on 3M cup and handle short interest squeeze is SPRT. Okay. 1929 on SoFi, up 3 cents on the day on the So of the Fi. Yes. Well, what's it going to do? What's it going to do when it comes for you? Good stock, good stock, good stock. What's it going to do when it goes up for you? I don't know. How high can the shares go? How fast? How many volume dollars will come into this thing? I don't know. 1931 now, up 4 cents, again up 5 cents. That's what I see. That's what I see right now, kids. It's what we're watching. 1931 on the SoFi. 210.34 on the GameStop. 939 on ATIP. Volume now of 338,000 on ATIP. High today, 940. It's right at that level, just about there now. Gores 1472 on volume of 85,600. No volume here. Wow. 23andMe 1160 on 649,000 shares, down 32 cents. What is 23andMe up to today? I don't know. 1921 on SoFi, down a nickel. 1918, it's down 8 cents on SoFi. 1918, it's down. Down to 1918. It's coming in. It's coming into buy territory. Don't tell anybody else. Keep it to yourself. 923 again. Just jumped. What is going to happen with SoFi? Oh, man. Which SPACs can I still buy long calls that are cheap enough? Says Rita. Ask Rita. D. Gray, they call me the noob, but I have no illusions. 1922. Down 4 cents on the day on SoFi. Low trade 1916 today on SoFi. Frenetic Bruce is the best Bruce. 1920 on SoFi. It's coming in. Stock is coming in for sale on SoFi. People are selling it. I don't know why, but they are. 24,350,000 traded. Back to 1925. It just won't track off. It won't drop. It won't collapse. It's just not dropping. Why not? People want to buy it cheap. How come it's not coming down? I don't know. It's not coming in. I don't understand. What are we going to do? Oh, man. I don't know. 1925, 1913. Here it is. It's coming now. 1913. It's coming in now. 24.4 million. 1915 a share. Down 11. Here it comes. SoFi's coming now. It's going to get cheaper. Might go to 1850. You might get lucky. Maybe you can put in bids at 1901, 02, or put in bids at 1851, 52, 53, 54, 56, 57, something in that range. You might get lucky. I don't know. 1918. It's down 7 cents. 1918 a share. 1916. It's matched the low trade of the day. 1916. No, 1913 is a low trade of the day. Oh my gosh. It's trying. 1919. It's trying to back off. I don't know how long it'll go. Will it bring in much volume? I don't know. Can he create a panic? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think you can get a panic sale here. Slow flow is the best. I wish GameStop would take another run to 300 so I can exit some of my position for more bullets on SoFi. The only way is up, baby. It'll make you crazy, Chief. Start an ASMR channel. Mark Blue Skies, 1.2 million shares available to short on SoFi. Interest rate to borrow, 226.9%. 1918 is the stock. 1916 is the stock. My wallet is not ready. Laughing out loud. My MSR channel feels lucky. Like I said, watch this rip from the low past 25. Uncle Bruce, you got to start selling whisper ringtones. That's what you got to do, man. So whisper ringtones. 1924. That's where it's going. It's just not backing off. It's just not. It comes in a bit and then it comes back up. Comes down, goes back up. Comes back down, goes back up. It just won't back off. What are we going to do? Oh, my God. I don't know. This Bruce is the only Bruce. Interesting. We do what we can. We try so hard to give it to you straight. I just don't know what this stock is up to and where it's going, but at least not this second. But overall, $30 a share, kids, is where this thing's going to go. $30, and then beyond that, 1923 on the stock right now. Oh yeah, 209.91 on GameStop. Oh boy. It goes down and back up like it's some kind of damn stock or something. It's like other stock. It does what other stocks do. I want the bagel Bruce had this morning. I want that bagel. 1925 right now. Down a penny on the day. 1925 volume. Now 1926. Now 1923. Jumping. Jehoshaphat is jumping. Okay. Anyone knows what is Trading 201 update on T&Cs about? In summary, you agree to lend shares to your account to Trading 212. I don't know what that means. I don't know those rules. Not from around there. What can I say? 1916, 1915. It's coming in again. Stock is coming in for sale. It's now down to $19.15. Down 11 on the day. I'm too stoic for Canadian folk. 1918 right now, 1920 right now. These selling waves come in and they just get bought up and then it goes back up again. 24.8 million volume. And whatever comes in just gets picked off and it goes up. It's now back to 1925. Go figure. We anticipate the same pop on SoFi as yesterday around 233. Wonder, huh? You got to wonder if that's going to happen again. 1925 down a penny on SoFi. 24 million volume, 24.88 million. We're going into 25 now. Volume on the stock in an hour and a half. Hello, hour and a half? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. 1925 now, down a penny on the stock. 1926 unchanged. Don't know. It's just we're sitting around the break-even line. I made you look. Morning, dear Uncle Bruce. What sets ATIP apart from other physiotherapy centers? I don't know. I really don't know. I just know that this is a publicly traded physiotherapy company. And I have the hunch that this publicly traded physiotherapy company is going to buy up a whole bunch of private physiotherapy companies and add it to their mix of their stable. And that they're going to go into the thousands of locations rather than 910. That's what I think is happening. And if they did do that through the acquisition of a bunch of privately run outfits, this stock could go to $40, $50 a share based on earnings multiples that public companies have versus what private companies have. 931 is the price of the stock. Buy all you can get. Pick up call contracts, 750s, 10s, go as far as you can go. And I think you're going to do okay. That's just my thinking. Those shorting rebounds, though. Good morning, everyone. I'm in Worcester, Massachusetts. Welcome to the show, Free Thinker. These low prices are a blessing if you like the stock. This was never a bad plan. Kev, Uncle Bruce whispering, this is our favorite uncle now. Answer your phone. Like a rubber band, the market only be front-loaded so much for a stock before there are no more shares and everything is synthetic. Then, boom, there's a demand with nothing to borrow. Boing. There you go. 1925 down a penny on SoFi right now. GameStop 209.64. ATIP at 935 up 40 cents. Gores 1464 up 21. 23andMe only down 28 cents now at 1164. What is happening? What is going on? Any expectations for tomorrow's Micron earnings? No expectations. I have none. You are whispering like Biden. I'm just saying. I like your genomes. Bruce, dropping ATIP knowledge. Free Stonker, McStone, New Orleans, LA for me. Whoosh, I don't know what that means. 1917 on the stock. 1916, 1917. It's on sale. SoFi is on sale. Limited time offer. 1918, 1916. Yeah. I love you, Brucey. I have been not watching the charts, and it's been wonderful. For my mentality, it's been wonderful. 1918, 1919, 1920 now on SoFi. Why? How? What? Where? When? I don't know. It's at 1920. Does it make sense to write covered call options on SoFi at this point? No, it does not make sense at all. Bunker Bruce may convince me to buy some long calls on ATIP. I may not like the stock, but if he's right with a few $100 gamble for thousands of shares of leverage, it might be the right play. Stockmarket Bruce, what's the best way you can see what holdings are in a fund? Go to Google, enter the name of the fund, and you'll find it. You'll find the holdings of the fund. Nolans, now I want Fancy Schwimp. Now, Evan Scola, new member. Evan, welcome to the channel. I'm glad you're here. Welcome to the crazy gang of regulars here. Welcome, Evan. Building a Mystery, Nolans, y'all. Abby, good tap house. 1918 on SoFi, 1920 right now. GameStop 210, just came over 210 again. ATIP 935 up 40 cents. Gores at 1464 up 22 cents. So we got, I love the channel, also from Worcester, Massachusetts, Wasta. Okay, welcome, Evan. Welcome, Evan, to the show, the channel, the gang, the group, the greatness. I'm so happy you're here, Evan. Way to go, buddy. Welcome, buddy. 1918 to 1919, 210.38 on GameStop. That's what we got. That's the deal. Welcome, Evan. Welcome to the show. Welcome, Evan. Good afternoon, my friends. I'm going to make lunch for the kids. Enjoy your lunch, Bruce. I'll see you for the power hour. You got it. Welcome, Evan. 1919 down 8 cents. That's where we're at right now on SoFi. Down 8 cents on the day on a volume of 25.2 million shares. 1921 just popped up. 1920 to 21 just popped up a bit. What's it going to do? I don't know. GameStop is 211.21. It just went up $2 in 5 minutes. What's happening with GameStop? I don't know, but it's going higher. Okay. Don't let your boss find out you listen to me. I'm from Rhode Island. It's America. Best kept secret. That's where I'm from. 1920 on the SoFi. ATP 933. Scores 1464. So we have 1922 on SoFi. I cannot believe how much I love investing. Thanks all. It's pronounced Worcester, Massachusetts. Worcester. Oh man, ASMR. Today's with Uncle Bruce Whispers. D Gray, $15 super sticker. Thank you, D Gray. Love the donations. They are very much appreciated. 1920 Worcester. Okay, the whispering might awaken something in me. Free Stonker McStone. I'm from Rhode Island too, from Coventry. 401 FTW. Just the gray, the real one. 1920 on the stock right now. Down 7 cents. 211.24 on GameStop. ATI 933. AMC 58.29. Gores 1464. 1163 on ME. What's happening? What's going on? Uncle Bruce, the stock whisperer. Yes. I'm glad you kept the pronunciation from over here of Worcester. Worcester. All I can. East Providence. 1919 on the stock. 1919. Oh my gosh. 65,000 available to borrow on ME. Interest rate to borrow is 13.63% on the stock. Interesting. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that'll have an impact on the stock or not. I have no idea. Oh, but it would be nice if the stock took a shot. That would be great. Oh, I need a nap. I will be getting a nap not too long from now as I charge back up for the afternoon show, which is 3 o'clock today. And I look forward to seeing you guys at 3 o'clock today. 1920 on SOFI. Just trying to calm them down. That never works. No way. Nice. 1920 down 6 cents on SOFI. GameStop 211 down $2. ATIP 933 up 38 cents. Gores up 21 cents, 1464. 23andMe down 26 cents, 1166. Come on, 23andMe. All this whispering is making me sleepy, man. You're killing me. I'm falling asleep. My mother's side. 1920 on SOFI down 6 cents. Oh my. Nice. I used to always party at the house down Farmtown Road. Hippies with ATVs and guns. Gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. Okay. Whatever works for you. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh, am I fading? Fading fast. I'm gonna have some chocolate. Oh yeah. Chocolate. Loving the chocolate. 1920. These whispers are making me thirsty. We're fading, man. Heck yeah. Coventry is a land of hicks, hash, and hard times. What does Annie Jen like to knit? Can you show us some samples? No. I met Bill Brasky in Newport, Rhode Island. He was a real son of a gun. Low pulp is the best pulp. Thanks, good morning, y'all. Have you on the background, but busy earning more dollars to put in the market. Beautiful. 1919 on the stock. SOFI, that is. Michael, be careful with thoughts about the short squeeze for ME. Not everything is going to be a short squeeze, of course. ME is a solid play to just buy and hold. Pick up near in-the-money calls for January 22 and enjoy the ride. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the chocolate room. Yeah. Work has been awful today. Just awful. So I'm watching this and trying to forget about it for a moment. We got 50 at 1919. It can go up now. Thank you. Wally's World makes them. Orion, hoping for a red sale day here. Some say those are special chocolates. Kev, drink some coffee to wake up. The whispering is to scare the elusive SPAC stocks higher. Coyote, nice grab, Michael. Free stonk, my preferred holding period is forever, says Warren Buffett. 1920 on SOFI. Down 7 cents right now on the day. Energy. You got it, Wally. Hi, Bruce. Great listening to the Stock Whisperer. And I bought all your stocks when you said. And waited. Now I have 4,000 SOFI with an average of 1526. But I'm struggling not to buy more. Even though I'm up 26%. They're going to 30. They're going to 30. So just so you know, this is high interest on ME though. 1168 right now. By the way, those were Jen. For me, for being low on funds currently, do I load more NSH or SVAC Jan 21 calls, Bruce, or ATIP? I want to get the best bang for the $700 I got lying around here. Gores and SOFI are too costly now. Best bang for the buck. No. Yeah, if you can pick up some NSH or SVAC calls. Or ATIP, yeah, for sure. ATIP now, it's 943 up 48 cents. It's popped again. ATIP is quietly popping up. No fanfare. 387,000 shares traded. No announcement. It's just going up. It's up 48 cents now. 1935 on SOFI, up 9 cents. 1939, 1943 on SOFI, going up. AMC 57.85, Gorse 14.58, and ME down a quarter at 11.67. SoFi 1938 on SoFi, getting higher, going higher. 1939. I want to take you higher. Hey, do yeah. 1934, 1935. See you later, Bruce Schilling. Oh, by the way, Bruce, those are Jen's special gummies you're eating. I'm eating chocolate. See you, Alex Gores. Taking some interesting swings today. ATIP 940. Oscar, get more SoFi. Just so you know, Uncle Bruce, I just got more. 1915. Nice job, Auntie. You're going to double your money at the very least, Anthony. I'm jealous of your shares. I got some NSH calls for 222. Keep going, ATIP. What's your opinion on what writing calls on Apple? I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. You can write calls on Apple. Yeah. Got 600 SoFi at 1780. Nice. $19.35 on SoFi, up 9 cents. Volume now 26.2 million. There's Biden coming in from them there hills. Wow, Rudy, way to go! Bam. 19.35 now. GameStop 211.75, going for 212. ATIP 940, 14.58 on Gores, backing off a little bit. 11.69. Thank you, Oscar. Thank you for your donation on PayPal. Thank you, buddy. Gores more like GHVI. Am I right, fellas? GHVI more like goodbye. Goodbye. It's a good buy. Picking it up. 1932 on SoFi now. On the morning, the Dow's up 108, S&P up 5.4, Nasdaq down 9.5. And Kev, NDPC has stock envy. There you go. Yeah, let's see what's going on here. Just how much will SoFi be talked about on the Wall Street Bets and Reddit sites? That's the question, of course. In the meantime and in between time, what else is going on here? Let's see. Go from here over to here. And just reading some headlines, looking for something else to tell you about. There's not much going on. I mean, it's not a lot happening. It's a quiet kind of day. We don't have a lot really going on here. Let's take a look at that. Big story this morning was United Airlines picking up with their biggest ever order for 270 planes, splitting their buy order between Airbus and Boeing. As they continue to deal with both manufacturers. Let's see. More vehicles are selling above sticker price, headline. U.S. car dealers are able to get more than the factory price for some of their vehicles as strong demand and production shortfalls have made for a seller's market. Supreme Court rules that New Jersey cannot block a natural gas pipeline. Interesting. What else we got going on here? U.S. hog prices are sinking as China rebuilds its herd. Okay. U.S. home price growth rose to a record in April, 14.6% gain on home prices. Yeah. Such fun out there. What can I say? 1936 on SoFi, up a dime, hanging on, hanging around, not coming off, not taking a big drop today. Interesting how that is working, how that is happening. Let's go. Yeah, ATIP 944, up 49 cents on ATIP. Gore's at 1458 right now. It's kind of scary to see SoFi pop up on Wall Street Bets. Get used to it. This is a new meme stock, I think. Let's see. There is no one said anything about this doing any kind of a reverse split. There's nothing like that whatsoever to any rumor whatsoever. Nothing like that's true. Nothing like that is true. I took my my Chevy truck. I took my truck to Chevy dealer yesterday for service. The lot was a ghost town. Wow. Just grabbed 19 more shares of 23andMe plus 5 $20 calls for August. Nice job. Who cares? The $1 trillion market cap on GameStop is under 14,000 per share, I believe. Let's say, hey, Uncle Bruce, did you already go over Sykstra's announcement that they're expanding? I hadn't noticed that, hadn't seen that. So that's news to me, which is interesting. I like to hear that. Thinking that they will expand dramatically. I was thinking they were going to expand dramatically anyway, but I hadn't heard anything about any other news story, and I don't see any announcement here. There's no press release that I can see or anything like that at this point. So I got nothing. I've got nothing. So anything you hear, you gotta let me know. I have no idea where this is coming from. Hope Branson fulfills his promoter status when he gets back from space. Free stock. I sold a few ME contracts at over 100% last week. Is this cashing checks? It feels good to realize some real gains. More to come. To clear two window. Gotta love options. Thanks, Brucey. Okay. Let's see. What is this? Uncle Bruce, do you think Facebook is the new big three of the FANG stocks behind Apple and Amazon? No. Microsoft is a $2 trillion company. They just hit $2 trillion last week, so they're ahead. And then Google is bigger as well. So no, Facebook's still around fifth place. My ME is expiring July 16th. Do I try to roll it over or buy the stock? ME, or you've got a call contract, you may want to look at rolling over. AB, Saudi Arabia is wanting to invest a ton into Sykestra. I heard when they invest, they go big. Interesting. What is VACQ becoming again? VACQ is becoming again. That will become Rocket Lab. It'll become a Rocket Lab, a launcher of satellites into space. How about that? ATIP is up 5% on the day. It's at 941, up 46 cents. We got SoFi at 1928, up 2 cents. 1454 on Gore is up 11 cents. That's what we have. Kev, the bank SoFi is buying as a public company around 250 share. Any thoughts what would happen when the purchase is completed? The stock will disappear. That stock will no longer exist. Let's see. Prime Data Centers announces that it has completed a pre-lease of its new 9 MW data center currently under construction in Santa Clara, California, to Sykestra. Interesting. The headline is Sykstra expands data center capacity in top-tier North American markets, and the report is on Business Insider. Fantastic. That is good. Really, I rarely ever do market buys, but yesterday I had to get SoFi stock while it was really low before the shot back up, so I picked up some stock at market. Right now I remember. Thanks, Uncle B. Very good. Sykstra is evolving and growing and quickly making moves, but the Starboard value stock is only up a penny today. It is not reacting to this news because, of course, one hasn't acquired the other, and the fact is the market doesn't know anything about this deal. 99.99% of the market players out there don't know who Sykstra is, and they don't know who Starboard is yet. And that's the good thing for you guys, because when only 2% of the market figures out who these guys are, the shares could be $15 to $20 right away. So good days are coming your way, and I'm excited for it. Okay. Can we please get it to be a FANG thing? Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Google, GameStop. All right. Interesting. Let's see. I just got 200 shares of those SoFi yesterday on the dip. Felt really good. 19.24 down 2 cents right now. Let's see. Uncle Bruce, I bought a call option expiring next. I bought an operating last week. It expired last week. Should I roll over and get longer ones next time? Thoughts? Maybe. New report out mentions ATIP headline: global rehabilitation therapy services market to witness excellent growth by 2028. Yeah, these guys are in the right business. There's no doubt about that. You're going to keep the boomers going, and now the next generation going. Post-surgical care, all kinds of reasons to go to physiotherapy. Obviously, this is a huge business, and I can tell you the insurance providers would rather that you go to an ATIP center than go into a hospital for physical therapy. It's cheaper to run out of a shopping mall, a strip mall, than out of a hospital location. Absolutely. And of course, for the patients, it's fantastic. You have generally free parking in the parking lot in these strip malls, so you don't have to worry about that. Plus, it's the same level, so you just walk in the front door to your center, and no stairs, no ramps, little things like that. No elevator rides like in the hospital. Absolutely, long hallways to walk down and all that. Yeah, ATIP designed for convenience. Absolutely. I would wait and see how ME finished the week. If it closes Friday under 1225, I would roll over into 10s for September or October. There's an idea. Thumbs. I would also do a long call vertical, buy a 10 and maybe and sell maybe a 15 or a 20 and go 20 to 50 days out. There's all kinds of possibilities. Probably in August for that. So when I get my cyborg implants, I can go to ATIP for therapy and get used to them. Plus adjustments. Exactly. Those cyborg implants, sometimes they need adjustments to kind of just be at peak efficiency. That would be a very good idea. Absolutely. You got to stay on top of this kind of stuff. 1172 on ME, down only 20 cents now. Gores up 11 to left 1454. ATIP 941 up 46, and SoFi at 1915 to 1920 a share right now, down about a dime or so, and that's where we're at right now. We're coming to the end of this first show, guys. I'm going to take a break now until 3 this afternoon Eastern time. I'll be back on for the last hour of the day today with you. And let's see how rich we can get later today. That would be kind of nice. Let's hope we have a nice turnaround on SoFi, and ATIP just keeps right on going. Gores is, we know what it's doing. July 20, big day coming up. 23andMe, anytime, any reason it could take off. We have no idea. Just hold on to your hat, Doogie. And if you have a sniffle, you can't get into a hospital for an appointment. That's right. Kevin needed rehab after shoulder surgery. It's like Mike Stolman's rehab and Deadly Enterprise was based on. He used a local rehab center. It was much easier and way more effective. There you go. Take care, Bruce. See you this afternoon. Thank you, Sharon. Not now anyway. Isaac, bye, Bruce. Catch you then. Bye there, friends. Sleep well, Uncle B. Catch you all later. Uncle Bruce, have a great break. Thanks again, as always, for being the best. Have a great day, everybody. See you this afternoon. Later, Uncle B. Thank you, guys. Take care, everybody. Thanks, Uncle Bruce. I'll take care. I'll take care, everybody out there, Finnegan. See you later, buddy. John, have a great day, everybody. Moose Valley. Thank you, Uncle B. Appreciate your insights. See you for the power hour. Later, Uncle Bruce. Catch you later. Bye, Bagel Bunch. Watch out for the look. That's right. Be careful for the look. That can bring you down a couple notches right away. Take care. Thank you, Dougie. Cam, go get some Z's, buddy. There you go. And then we'll get ready for some zits and go higher. 19.20 down 6 cents on SoFi. 9.40 on ATIP, up 45 cents. Love it. Let's have it. Keep it happening, kids. Cheers, people, from Ryu or Jay. Aaron, thanks, Uncle B. Well, bye for now. Thank you, Uncle Bruce from Cloaked. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you for your kind words. We'll catch you this afternoon at 3 o'clock, and we'll see you then. Bye for now.